the Levels Network. I'm Justin Horo, the DGG Willie Mason, and the bro Lucas Stowe. Shout out to Trell Mint. I was just on YouTube, about to look at the Sonia for us, looking at the data, looking at the subscribers. So before we start the show, let's do it nice and early.
What are we doing? How are we
subscribe, killing it.
Hey.
Because I was going to get the numbers, but I got distracted by our man Trell Mint. 3 days camping, hunting, and exploring the Mungo National Park. And he caught a big pig. I love him.
I love him.
He's the best.
Free spirit, man. Just
Do you want to get in there, Lukey? Get a touch? Adam Blagg looking straight into the middle.
Now I look like Milky Jenkins.
No, it's not bad.
No, it's
You
good.
should
That's
look
right.
shiny.
Yeah, I was in sun. I always get a bit of sun, mate, when I can.
Yeah.
Just like little bits in the eye. It was a good day yesterday because, hey, the sun's fucking disappearing quick. It's getting cold very quickly.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a little glimpse, I just
Got to make the most
I'm
of
always
it.
out with Arch and something like that and just sitting in the sun. So it's
I've actually been over your house a couple of times to pick you up or whatever.
Yeah.
You've just been lounging in the backyard.
just sitting there. Yeah, it's good for you.
Big Arch comes rolling down the
Just comes
driveway at me.
King hits me from behind. Bulls. Yeah, what's he been? Where's he been?
We've been camping, hunting, and
Where's
exploring.
the Mungo Valley? Where's that?
Looks like it's in Northern Territory. That's just
Shit.
Yeah, there was a big picture of the mountains in the background. Maybe that's just Mungo Park, Mungo National Park. Have a look at that for us, Lukey.
Chat GBT that, Luke.
Speaking of Chat GBT, right next to it, Chad
Mungo Valley.
Townsend,
Southwest New South Wales.
Southwest New South Wales. I was
11
way
hour
off.
drive from Sydney.
So way off.
I was way off.
You were way off.
But yeah, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, subscribe on Apple and Spotify because that all helps us grow this channel. Therefore, we're able to do cool stuff like we did on the weekend. But before we get to what we did on Thursday night with the Dolphins and Bulldogs, what did you guys do for Mother's Day, lads? And happy Mother's Day, belated Mother's Day for everyone out there. Very special Mother's Day for me. As you know, as you guys know, I had a big couple of weeks. So shout out to my fiance Kaya, who did just an outstanding job of looking after both Lenny and Brooks for me over the last couple of weeks. And also my mum was huge. She came over and stayed both nights that we were away. Yeah, so I spent some time with Kaya, and yeah, Kaya could
Just family time, man. That's all it is.
thank you very much to my partner and
when
mum.
you get to this age, right? What is it? It's just about you're just chilling at home, and whoever's coming over comes over, or if you can get somewhere, Claire's. Archer and I just flowers and everything like that, and he doesn't understand anything. That day's his day. Why's Mum's day? Why's Father's Day? Dad's day?
Yeah.
What's Archer's day? So every day's your day, son. Just relax. But my mum, I'm obviously one of 8, so it's hard to grab mum because she was over in I think my sister just moved to Hornsby and stuff like that, so she's there. So she's in between. I said, whatever you want to do, mum. She's at that age now. It's whatever you want to do, mum. You make the choice. If you want to stay, I think, because all the other kids in that, there are 5 sisters, 2 brothers. And, my brother's up north and I'm over this side. And I'm like, you stay over there. It's not a big deal.
You spend a lot of time with Les. Do you get to get out and see your sisters? Mate?
Not as much.
Sisters.
Yeah, 5 sisters.
We forget that.
People always forget that.
Right.
Always.
Because
sisters?
you and Les are so close and you talk quite often about Les.
Yeah. But hey, don't worry about the other 5. But they're all got their shit together. They've all got their own lives.
Yeah.
We're all in there. Like mid to late 30s, kids, and it's like life goes along. We all get along, and it's and with mum we just look after mum. She's been through enough.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's raised.
They always do
8
say
kids.
that. That's why someone tipped me up once we had Lenny first. Like the girls, they just they're always around the parents. They're always trying to cater for the mums. That's just something that naturally happens instinctually. I think,
And it happens now.
for women.
Well, like just say with babysitting and everything, like mum probably hasn't done that, hasn't had to do that once for me, but she'd do it all the time for the girls.
Yeah,
because she'd want to do it. Like she wants it is that motherly instinct and it's biological and all that stuff. Nurturing, yeah. And the girls get and I'm like, I've never really had to go, Mum, come look after Archer. I'm like, because I've obviously catered my life around having the little fella and just.
You're lucky too because you have Claire's parents.
And I'm lucky, and I'm lucky, yeah. So, because I didn't have grandparents or anything either growing up. I didn't. I don't know what it's like to have a grandparent.
Yeah.
Ever to look after us. Like we were just 8 kids in a fucking commission house in Toronto West growing up with just a mum and dad. That's it. That was it. That's all I remember. And so there's no like, oh, go see grandpa. Like,
Is Les the oldest?
Second oldest.
And then you've got a sister that's the oldest.
Yeah, so I was just like, go see. There was no seeing grandma or anything. I was just fucking just hang out by yourselves. Go hang out with Les. Just hang out. It just doesn't stop. It's pretty cool, but it's just not
you had a chaotic
I did.
Mother's Day as well, Lucas.
What'd you do?
So I went to, normally I just do the old flowers send online. So just pick the flowers online. Like,
Yeah,
Mum grew up around the Balmain area. Let's go to a florist in Balmain and pick up a local. So I went to Ali Bell Florist in Balmain.
Oh, you treated her this Mother's Day.
I treated her.
Sorry, what flowers you get?
So she likes the natural ones that dry out, so you can keep them for
Yeah,
much
but
longer.
what sort of roses or just?
No, it's like it's called the natural bunch. It's
shit.
like all Aussie, like natural flora.
Racist.
Yeah.
No, but it's like Aussie flora.
Proper racist flower bunch.
Racist
flower. You got to forgo. Give me the most racist flowers you got. Lukey Stowe.
Yeah.
Can I get the Anglo-Saxon
Can I get the
flowers,
Anglo?
please?
Can I get the Anglo flower? Can I get full Anglo? The new box sets out. All fucking.
Like we grew up with a bit of bush, so it's like reminds Mum of home.
Yeah.
So anyway, picked them up. Went to go up to the coast, and Beauty, the old trusty Volkswagen Golf, breaks down at the top of Gladesville Bridge.
Sorry, you said you're going to run it into the ground. Get a new car, son.
Yeah, so we might be on the cards for that. We'll send it to the mechanic, but if it's a gearbox or something like that, we don't need that replaced on it. It just clocked 10 years, so shout
That's
out to
solid.
Volkswagen Golf.
Volksies go hard, man.
Yeah, I've done it. Does the job. Just A to B and a little zippy car to get around the city where I've been living. So, but yeah, sucked. Didn't get to go. Had tickets booked for the Michael Jackson movie. Couldn't see that.
Oh no,
So
that's
my brother
fucked.
and Mum ended up going on the movies together. So happy Mother's Day, Mum. I'll see you soon.
Did you get? What are you going to Uber up there or something?
Nah, I had to wait to get towed and stuff.
Oh, so
Like,
it's just totally fucked
write-off.
your day.
Total write-off. Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, mate.
Yeah.
I thought you said just. I don't know what I would.
Sitting
I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have just fucking left the car.
I was able to just get it to a shell.
Central Coast is fun.
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah, I know, but like, what do? You have to ring everything.
Imagine I then get it started
I'm
again
hopeless
and
as
break
shit
down
like
on the
that.
Trey Mooney Bridge.
That's the play. You just have to call her up. What's your mum's name again, sorry?
Karen.
Karen. Shout out to Kaz, one of the
Kaz.
best.
Yeah.
Couldn't
One
get
of
on
the
the
best.
Red Rattler. Just get up there.
I thought about it, but I was like, nah.
Way safer.
Yeah.
Train. I used to catch the train up all the time.
Train? Yeah.
Joey used to catch the train. Love you, Joey. All the time. The Red Rattler. Before it was all like all the new ones.
Who, Joey Johns?
Joey Johns, yeah.
What?
In the 90s and 2000s, just catch the Red Rattler, just so, because obviously you come down here and party and then just fuck off home. Be the greatest player in the world, just sitting in a corner. It's fucking,
Imagine seeing that
just
back
coming
in
through, just catch the Red Rattler all the way up. It's fucking.
Great episode of Freddie in the Eighth. He had
Yes.
Carlos replace Freddie
Yes.
on the other week. So I watched that yesterday.
Well, you don't like Freddie?
No, it was just.
Oh, that's right.
What do
They
you
were
hate
a
Freddie
good
for?
duo together. They were good.
Joey was good when he broke the Olakuatu down. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
someone messaged us in the comments.
Joey
that
Walsh,
said
he
something
got-
about a breakdown from Joey. Did
We
you-
just I watched it. Just how where Joey Walsh come from with that try.
Yep.
He's on the open side. If you
Oh,
watch it,
for his try on the weekend.
and then he had Jakey as the lead. Olakuatu held the 3-man in that out because they were just shit themselves.
Yeah, Ezra
and
shits up.
Yeah, but Carrigan comes in on fucking on Jakey
Yep.
for nothing. We should have stayed out because the lead was Olakuatu, and then the 3-man boom boom boom. Joey Walsh comes from fucking out there, eyes up this way, and then bang,
Yeah.
a high ball as well.
Late swing. Yeah, great catch.
Oh, mate, he massive raps. He goes, it's 10, 15 you play there.
Yeah, that's huge rap. Yeah,
That's
but
massive.
you can see, I can see what he sees.
The
Yeah.
one from the was in our comments was talking
Yeah, same, I
about
can
Lockie
too.
Galvin. He did the same thing.
Oh, did you do a
on
breakdown on the Bulldogs?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it? Did you
I haven't
get to
watched
watch it?
yet. No, I thought you might have saved it for the show.
No,
so.
yeah, it's all right. I didn't get an opportunity. Just
Mother's Day.
no. Well, Mother's Day. So Mother's Day for me was Saturday. Friday I was calling the game at Central Coast. Sunday I was calling the game for the Storm game yesterday. By the way, saluted. Same game. We'll get to that in a little bit. I got some Sonia.
I didn't want to do a Lukey because I was like, I knew it was coming. I was going to say, go get one more Harry Grant. I knew I wasn't going to say it. And I went, then he got that one. I went, fuck you, horse.
But crunch time before that as well. So big Sunday. I went to Kaya's got this Greek restaurant that she loves in Woolloomooloo called Actai Restaurant.
Yeah.
It's just down
so
from
good.
here. It's just
here,
it down on the
Yeah,
water?
yeah. We drove past the studio on the
Yeah.
way home when we were returning home. So I had a big Saturday for Mother's Day. Kai's been an absolute legend for me. over the last couple of weeks, and so was my mum. So make sure I'm sure you did, treated your mothers, everyone, all the listeners and mothers over the Mother's Day long weekend. A huge thank you to everyone at the Dolphins for the hospitality, the show. This is our first sort of live show for a club that we have not been involved in. We've done stuff. I've done stuff for the Eels. I've done stuff for Manly in a smaller way. You've done a number of things as a Dogs ambassador.
Yeah.
But the first time a neutral club has reached out and they treated us unreal, and also hooked us up with a connect, and there could be something in the works with Foot Locker as well, because we're both rocking our Foot Locker kit from Thursday show.
Get the TNs in.
He's got the TNs.
Hey, get the TNs. Where do I put them? Here.
Closer to you. There you go.
I mean,
TNs. So I think if
they don't have to sit there for the entire
no, they
episode.
won't. I'm just saying they're solid. What they say, because they ripped the red ones out, right?
Yeah.
I was like,
The fins up ones.
look, they were fins up. And I said, do you have any other colour? He goes, we've got these ones that just come out 3 days ago. So if you're a solid Bulldogs fan, they've got the blue and white here.
There you go.
Go get some.
There you go.
Get out of your shanties.
Head to Foot Locker.
Go and get some.
They were awesome. The red ones were definitely fins up vibes.
100%. They're the ones he gave me.
Very loud.
Full red. You've got to be either playing for St George on the away strip, the Illawarra strip, to rock those with the tracksuit, or you got to be fins
Dolphins.
up. Yeah, I'm saying all fins up hard. No one else.
Who could rock the Reds and get away with them and still be cool? Kalen could. Kalen's a Nike guy, isn't he?
Yeah, and Dill.
Who are the big Nike guys?
Kalen, Dill,
Walshy.
Because they're all reposting. There's Travis Scott did a colourway for the World Cup, so they were reposting them.
Yeah.
Nike's still giving out some sick shit. Are they all right with the game?
Yeah, the share price is lower than it's ever been, but
like, just say, are they digging into the? Are they still They're not fully sponsoring games. They're just sponsoring players. Not games.
Teams.
Kit, yeah. Because I remember when we first came, it was all Nike, man. It was sick.
yeah, your Bulldogs jersey.
Yeah, it was just all
Bulldog
that.
stuff was iconic.
We just had that much Nike. It was a joke. I wonder how much Nike they get.
I think it's individual sponsorship now.
Yeah.
You'd get. So let's go Walshy, Ponga. Who would be their marquee and proper ambassadors? Because on the flip side, Teddy, I feel like Teddy's Adidas now because has Teddy been Adidas? No,
Teddy's all full Nike. He's the Nike man.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Nathan's Adidas, but the Roosters are Adidas now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's tough for them for their individual sponsorships and ambassadorships. Yeah. Well, not tough, but
Nike's
they might
always
get chipped
good,
a cut.
They were so like because I hear what they're pretty tight with the gear distribution, mate. If you're part of a top 25 for any team in the 2000s with Nike, you had unlimited gear.
Yeah.
Plus, if you were on a sponsorship, times it by 10. Like, seriously, the amount of Nike Matt Utai, I think Matty Utai fucked our sponsor up. He wasn't even with Nike. People's locker rooms was just stacked. Like, I'm talking like 10, 15 pairs of shoes. And unlimited, just apparel and whatever. Nike was so good, man. They were fucking unreal. Then it just sort of went down. Then because I was with Nike for about 10 years. Then I went back to Nike when I was at Newcastle. And I was sort of there was a guy called Wes who used to run it. And then Wes went to the Socceroos. I said, fuck, is Wes still around? I said, nah, but we've got another good dude, but it just wasn't the same relationship. Once you have a relationship with guys, can I get anything you want?
Because you live in the grey too.
Oh, heavy in the grey. Heavy side calls. I need Wes's number.
Hey, speaking of apparel partners, LEWI Brown and ASICS was released. Talk about that on Thursday, but we couldn't.
Yeah, so our man Louis Brown was supposed to come in on Thursday. By the way, Joey Walsh rocking his fucking boots.
Was he?
Oh,
yes.
Straight up.
Oh. Straight up. So Louis really particular. I don't know how those... I'd imagine Joey Walsh would be an ASICS ambassador. But Louis is quite particular. He likes a certain sort of player. Certain sort of players rock his kit as well.
Double earrings. It's kind of vibey.
Louis was, we couldn't quite figure out the scheduling. Hopefully Louis can pop in on Thursday. I would love to invite him
10,
back.
15 minutes.
I'm always
how long he wants to go.
Super proud of what Louis is doing. Me and him, we probably chat every 3 or 4 months about how we're both going with levels.
He's
and
a good
how he's
human,
going
man.
with and I'm pumped for him. So, we'll try to get him on Thursday and he can explain a little bit more about what's happening with the new shoes.
It's a weird little Joey Walsh. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Of all, but like he could have picked anyone. Like with the big dogs with ASICS. Like I think Olakau'atu wears ASICS.
Yes.
Fair few guys. I'm not sure. Like
we'll see.
Dylan Edwards.
To my point before I forget about it, the Nike, because I remember when I went to Manly, because I was with ASICS for so long with Parramatta, and it wasn't like I was never an ambassador, but we had unlimited boots for Parramatta. Like we used to have boots at training.
Sorry, ASICS sponsored you, remember?
Correct. ASICS were a partner for EELS for years. So I become accustomed. I don't know if it was because, once you wear a certain boot for a while, it's a
your feet get used
placebo.
Yeah.
The placebo effect, it felt comfortable, always liked the boot. Anyway, I went to Manly. Manly didn't have a sponsor. So because of my relationship with Ches, Ches was Nike at the time, and he got us hooked up. And we all, when we went to Melbourne, he was like, all right, come on, I'm going to come see my guy, and just took us all along. We got heaps of Nike kit. Yeah. That's why I've always got his back.
No, I can't believe Manly, they've come a long way. Even from when last year I was there getting changed out of your car. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. The setup that they got now is excellent. So anyway, Ches takes us to Melbourne, get heaps of Nike kit, and mate, the Nike shoes just didn't fit me well. I got these little niggling injuries, and again, it could be placebo effect. It could have been getting used to a certain
ASICS, man. You wear them 10 years or something like that, or 5, 6?
10 years.
That's you're never changing.
Yeah. So I went over to Nike, and then I had to just reach out to someone. I told my management, I said, you need to help us out with ASICS, and I need to get back over to ASICS, and was able to get that. And then I struggled in the Super League because ASICS aren't huge. It's very hard to get ASICS in Europe.
No.
ASICS are a very, I think they're Australian South Pacific sort of brand. It was very difficult to find ASICS over there, put it that way.
Yep.
Anyway,
with the Nikes, they're not built for fucking 120 kilo players. 100 kilo players, they're built for Ronaldo.
Soccer players.
Oh, soccer players, mate. We're wearing a soccer boot. We were wearing soccer boots and we were wondering why we were getting fucking calf injuries and all that sort of shit. Like I'm not like with Nike, then you'd swap to Adidas, but you just got used to Nike. I liked ASICS as well.
Okay.
I didn't mind ASICS for a couple of years, and
Career savers.
Yeah, I think it was the back end.
What do you got?
Japanese. So just before the comments section.
There you go.
Remember the
there you go.
There's their signature shoe.
That's how they come out.
Yes. There
and
you
it
go.
stands for, fun fact,
Yep.
anima sana in corpore sano, which is Latin, which means a sound
You
mind
said South Pacific.
in a
You're
sound
right.
body.
Love it.
You're always on some cool shit,
Fun
Japanese.
fact. There you go.
Japan is number one on my butt. We're going on too many tangents. We're getting too distracted.
Levels
All right,
of
here's a comment from someone who turned up to the show. Hey, guys, I came to the live potty last night at Suncorp. It was great, even funnier in person. Didn't realise how short I was until I met you lads. Best footy podcast, hands down. So nice little message there. Zacchus and Cole Hoffman weren't happy with me, though. Horo, absolute pleb. Don't meet your heroes. Don't meet your heroes. Super dismissive. Could not care less. Not a man of the people.
Oh, fucking what?
This one.
When did he get you?
This is Kyle Hoffman off the back of it. I tried to say g'day to Horo at Suncorp. He literally just looked the other way like he was Tom Cruise or something. The arrogant stench he left behind wasn't the greatest smelling. No longer a fan. This is where it got me. This is where I had to put in the show. Absolute wild. Sometimes your heroes end up being worse than Hitler.
Oh, dude.
That's heavy.
That's too deep.
That is heavy. So, like, first of all, I'll give you a couple.
Yeah.
We're having a bit of fun with it. I'll say a couple of things. So, obviously, I don't remember running into these guys because I don't know their names and that as well. But two things that could have happened. If it was actually when we were outside, because it doesn't feel like it's from within the show.
No,
potentially someone that was
when we would have been going.
When we left outside, we weren't sitting in our seats, and maybe they were chatting to you. So two things is, once games are on and I'm watching the games, I'm probably, as you guys know, I can't multitask. So if I'm watching the games, I pride myself on making sure I'm detailed with everything that's happening in the game. So that could have been it. Second of all, and you guys can attest to this too, this is why I put it in the show as well. When we're out, a lot of the times, there's absolutely no ego from me with regards to most of the time you're the star, Mace. Like when we run into people, Lukey, how many times have we gone to have a photo and it's okay because we understand that you're the star where people just want to have a photo with you. Yeah. Like that, how many times has that happened? So that might have been where the disconnect happened.
Yeah.
Another reason, and I will say this, love doing the show with the Dolphins. I was a little bit distracted throughout the night because my son was 2 weeks born, and I was also a lot was happening. So comparing me to Hitler,
Don't say.
is a bit heavy, but also you need better heroes as well because I just do a podcast and I'm an average rugby league player.
It's a little bit steep because it's what went back to attest to your like when you're watching games. If we're out there, like, and if you're trying to come up, like, our job is to watch games, right? And Hoz doesn't multitask, right? He just fucking locks in hard. And if you're trying to come in.
Can you tell them, like, when we're in the cab on an Uber and we're going to
I
the
don't
game
even
and talk.
Yeah, I mean, I just know Hoz well. If Hoz is doing something else, I'm like, I'll just wait till he's off his phone, or if he's off doing whatever he's doing, then he'll be back into fucking reality. So if he might, this is where it's hard. I don't like how people judge people on one moment.
Yeah,
it's that one little moment, right? And that's where this is what sort of world we're in now. Like, I know this, like, it's a little bit nuts. It's a little bit nasty sometimes in these things.
All good.
You don't. I know you don't take it.
You'd never say that to your face.
No, I'm just saying, like, you got to understand what you don't know what Hoz is going through every day.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're going up there for work pretty much and meeting everybody. And I'm a different sort of person than Hoz. I fucking meet anyone. I'll talk to fucking everyone. It doesn't matter. Hoz is standing there. He talked to someone for ages, and like, you don't know what's happening in the dynamics of that day. So just be careful where you're judging. To sit there and write something nasty like that, just check yourself, man. Like, so it's always. It's not as bad. I know Hoz is fine with it, but I'm not fine with it sometimes. Like, you can't say that on one time you met him. I give people like 5 chances. If you fuck up, like, just say if we go out and you've been too pissed, you'll say, Luke, you've been too pissed. I'm like, all right, you might have had a day, like, you just had a fucking shit day or whatever. 2 times, like, then it's just like, you're just constantly
repeat offender.
You're just constantly a fuckwit. You're just a fuckwit, right? I'm not going to take you off one moment. I'm not. I mean a lot of fuckwits, and I'll just still go, he might have had a bad. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt sometimes, and then I'll just figure it out anyway.
Well, here you go. If you boys are from Queensland, again, no ego. I'm not taking it personally at all. We're going to be at the W on Sunday. We're going to be doing a live show. Come and see us. Introduce yourself, Zacchus and Kyle, and I'll give you 2 minutes of the best. How about that?
Yeah, come up. Get up, come up, have a chat to me first, and then I'll fucking introduce you to Hoz.
Yeah.
Get to the stock exchange too. We'll be there from 10.
Stock Exchange Saturday, the big one.
Yeah, that's good. That'll be there. We'll be there. I'll be there at Star City.
So do they have to get the green? They have to get the green light from you at Stock Exchange?
Come to me first.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah. I'm going to give you
and then double down and come and see us.
I'll give you a couple of harsh words too, mate. Before you say sorry.
All right, let's get to some love from.
No, it's all good, but we don't. Just don't be. This is a bit too mean. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's all good, mate. Perth love. Let's give some Perth some love. And this one comes from a Burker. And maybe sometimes, again, when we're discussing things, it might come off a certain way. But this is from a Burker. Hey, lads, love the potty. As a P-City patron, Perth, give us some love. When the Bears were first announced, we were fucking loving it. Now, each new thing comes out about PNG, it gets more deflating. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a hater. I'm happy for the Chiefs and the expansion of the NRL. But I'm just jealous at the same time it isn't happening for us. We need some love over here. Yeah. Burka, I'll start with this, Mason.
Sorry,
you can elaborate.
Because we're in the comp next year. It's not too, that's fucking important, isn't it?
Mace, if you're not feeling the love from us, I have been basically trying to put it out into the airways and letting people know Perth needs more love. Yeah. We have been talking about, so even though I'm talking up about, some of the situations, tax-free, you can't deny it with the PNG stuff. Like we've had enough PNG stuff over the last week. I'm happy to move on from that. But it's not like I'm not looking down on Perth as an option. I actually think you guys need more help. That's what I've been trying to put out there.
Yeah.
There needs to be, and there were discussions over the weekend, I believe. James Bracey and another board member met up with PVL. They're talking about help for the Perth Bears team.
Salary cap exemption, giving more to
the rumours within the staff and the CEO and stuff.
The exclusive said that.
Doesn't sound great.
So Benny Gardner, assistant coach.
Yes.
Coach of he's been around with the Kiwis. He's at the Roosters. He's been at the Penrith system, all that kind of stuff. I've known Benny for close to 20 years.
Yep.
Student of the game, loves the game. Fucking totally opposite of Mal. You know what I mean? Like he never really played the game. You're talking to an immortal like Mal, who's coached arguably 2 of the greatest teams of all time in the last 20 years, Queensland and Australia, right? Where Mal wouldn't be. I'm not sure what Smel's doing for homework and recruiting and all that sort of shit. And Benny's probably doing this. They would not see me knowing both these guys.
Yeah,
would not see eye to eye.
They're not aligned yet.
This Benny's like fucking 40 and Mal's like 60 something, and he's Mal Meninga.
Yeah,
like I don't think there's many people that tell Mal.
Yeah,
fucking this is the business here, and I know that would be. That's what they're trying to talk about. I didn't know what they were talking about when they were talking about there's a little bit of a riff in the coaching thing. I went, then I found out. But I'm like, we need to see the CEOs and the GMs and going back to the PNG, what they did. It's fucking smart PR, very smart. You know what I mean? You want to get all the mainstream media over there that just is on your TV for 3 minutes. That's all you'll get. Right? And you get it might be going through how the Instagram bullshit works, the algorithm and that for about a fucking day.
Yeah.
This shit that we did last week is still making the turns. Yeah, it's still on YouTube. There's still what we did vlogs, and 3 of us did vlogs. So that's all circulating throughout the ether, whatever it's called.
Ethos.
The ether.
The ether. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like they did it right.
Yep.
Because Shamus is a fucking 37-year-old born in this generation, understands how it works.
No denying what Shamus is doing at the PNG, and I love where you're going with that because
do you know what I mean? I'm sitting there going, I don't know.
I think I want to start finding some
positives.
Rather than going down the PNG route and talking about everything that they're doing right.
Yeah.
I think we need to discuss what's happening at Perth. I'm hearing that there is like discussions or murmurs or whispers. The Mel and Benny Gardner relationship isn't great. I don't think there's a great relationship with, and there's still there's still some kinks that need to be ironed out with regards to the front office. Fuck, we're 6 months away. This is very concerning, not only for a Perth fan, but for a rugby league fan that doesn't want, like we're about to get into some stats for how the game's going. Right now, currently, the way that the roster is lining up is concerning for me as a fan, as a neutral fan.
If I'm Nick Meaney, I know I'm going over there in November. I'm probably looking for a house right now. All these players that they've signed. And the uncertainty and the murmurs that you're hearing, I just don't want to hear that. I want to hear everything's fucking.
It wouldn't be ideal.
Yeah, everything's in chart. We've got the centre of excellence. We're training here. We move here. This. Everything should be in order. Do you know what I'm saying? Like as a player, a big name signing, because they've signed some decent players. Let's not get me wrong. They're not going to be competing for a while.
They're solid
they've signed some decent first grade players.
They're solid first grade.
They're solid first grades, and who knows what's going to happen after November 1.
There's yet to be a marquee though.
Yeah, that's exactly. The marquee is where they've lost, and there's still time for that. But they need some help from the NRL. The NRL need to come in and start fucking pumping up the Bears more than PNG. PNG has got that little side hustle there with the no tax that'll get anyone overboard without selling it. You've got to sell Perth because it's exactly the same tax bracket. You're still living in Australia. It's still one of the most expensive places to live. So why am I moving over here? The NRL need to come in and go, there's more on the salary cap or something.
I believe there was chat after the discussions around PVL getting involved in third parties. I don't think that's enough. I think there needs to be there are a couple of Jimmy Smith threw out a good one on Crunch Time with me yesterday, and I thought about it for a while, and it makes sense as well because if you're trying to give Perth an advantage whilst also not disadvantaging
the rest of the comp.
Correct. Yeah. Overseas players, like Super League players, they've currently got about 3 or 4 on the books now from around Leeds, a couple from Leeds, maybe 3 from Leeds, and anyone if they sign from Union, because that's taken away from another sport. A portion of that, maybe 50% of their salary doesn't go on the salary cap, right? Because
something that's different.
Because we don't want to. I know we've got a huge Super League fan base. Listening to that, going, wait, fuck, you're going to be stripping players from the Super League to put them in Perth. The other one is, and which I was big on, I mentioned it last week, 2 marquee players that don't come on to the cap. Now, that's still going to be problematic because you're probably not going to get a marquee talent right now unless he's unsettled currently at the club or forces an early exit. Yeah. Right? And I can think of a couple. I'm not going to throw that out there because therefore we start, that's all rumour stuff and you don't want to create anything. But I think it might not help in the immediate, as in the 2027 season. But if they have as of November 1st for the 2028 season, 2 marquee player allowances, then they're in a legitimate fight with PNG. Right now, to start 2028, PNG, for me, have an advantage on Perth.
Big time.
The rest of the clubs, not as much so because, like I said, you can only build a squad of 30 at PNG, 25 to 30. So at max, like probably the bigger teams are going to be disadvantaged the most. Like PNG aren't going to be looking to strip the Dragons right now and take 3 or 4 players from the Dragons, respectfully. They're going to go for Penrith. They're going to go for the Roosters. They're going to go for all the big, Shamus. That would be a huge part of his recruitment drive, right? So
it sells itself, PNG. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to go into it anymore because we've said enough about it. It sells itself. It does. And if you look at the climate, what we're living in now, it sells itself. Perth doesn't. The game needs to help give it something,
definitely,
and put it out in Telegraph or whatever on Fox and that. Just say, yeah, we're helping the salary cap by this, and this. They're getting this. They're helping. I don't know what it is, but they're doing something. Perth, get your fucking office right. That's how you build great clubs from top to bottom. Whenever the exclusive, Danny Widler, breaks something, he's fucking onto it. So whenever he does do little things like this, I'm like, yeah.
But
I
know
what
what
he's talking about.
When you read the article, the dot points from exclusive, it's talking about how I've noticed it too. Ben Gardner's always on that NRL Tonight, not the one 360, whatever the one
just
before it.
Yep.
Yeah,
and he's been doing stuff at SEN with us as well.
In the Samoa Polo the whole time.
Yeah, he's Samoa's coach.
And
he's Samoa's coach.
Yeah,
Samoa's
he's another I guess concern that people with they want Mel to get over there now. So currently Mel's resided in Canberra.
Yeah, correct.
For his post career and even when he was coach of Queensland and stuff.
Yeah.
I would assume for some reason because he was Queensland coach for so long, I thought Mel would have been up in Queensland all these years.
Canberra.
He's been in
All the
Canberra,
time.
potentially. Yeah. Anyway, they want him
King
over
of
in
Canberra.
Perth.
King of Canberra.
Fair.
Him and Ricky.
He needs to get over there.
You lead by example in that sense.
Well,
Well,
exactly right. He
sorry,
needs to be getting out and meeting sponsors. When they're flying potential recruits over, he needs to be the first person they see. Like
That's where the clashing would be. They'll be like, why aren't you living here? Why aren't you going out into the corporate world in Perth? Like if all these little things that you expect a head coach to do and you're not doing it, the problems. That's what Danny's talking about
the perception, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if where is he living? He's living in Canberra.
You don't have to do
He's not
something
living in
every
Perth?
single day or every hour of the day, but I think the perception is, all right, we're on ground. If anything happens, he's able to half an hour Uber away, an hour Uber away, or he can go and meet a play when they arrive from there. If they're trying to recruit someone.
And this is that was the whole reason signing Mal was the recruitment.
Yeah.
Trying to get players. Trying to get them to
Relationships that
he's had, exactly that. So get that sorted. I think once he's over there, boots on ground, it's a bit different. But
all right, I've got some stats for us, boys, and I've seen this comment a number of times over the last couple of weeks. People are frustrated. This is a long one, Mace, so bear with me here. Bear with me.
Oh, yeah,
and it's from our man, L1 from day one. Put a name to it as well. I love that you're L1 from day one, but let us know what your name is as well. He's had a couple of comments that have been read out already. It's a long read, but it's worth it. Fans across all levels of the game, from casual viewers through to diehards, are growing frustrated with how the game is currently officiated. Now, maybe we're just in a transition period. Maybe squads and training programs aren't yet built for the version of rugby league we've created. But right now, there just aren't that many genuine contests. Too many games between relatively even sides still end up 13-plus points. And honestly, a lot of the time, it doesn't even feel like you're watching both teams at their best. Feels like you're watching one team survive a wave after wave of fatigue until the numbers eventually crush them. You watch a side defend 10, 11, 12 consecutive tackles on their line and actually do a bloody good job. Eventually, they concede because no defensive system can survive endless repeat pressures. Then it happens again and again. Before you know it, the scoreboard blows out and the stat flash up. 75% possession over the last 30 minutes, 6-0 in 6 agains. At that point, there's almost no momentum breaker in the modern game. Penalty, 6 against, compressed defensive line, repeat sets, missed tackles, rinse and repeat. And I don't think this is what PVL was trying to create. The intention was clearly faster, more entertaining football that keeps fans engaged for 80 minutes. But I'm hearing more and more people say they turn the games off at halftime because the contest already feels over. And for me, the kickoff rule he proposed isn't solving the real issue at all. The biggest area needing review is the 6 again, 20-metre restart environment and how sustained possession compounds fatigue with virtually no reset mechanism for the defending side. What really highlights how dramatic the shift has been is looking at where teams currently sit compared to only 12 months ago. The Bulldogs, Storm and Raiders all look like genuine top-tier systems. And now you're seeing massive fluctuations in performance and ladder positions in an incredibly short time frame. Sport shouldn't change this rapidly year to year, not because teams shouldn't evolve, but because professional sporting organisations physically cannot rebuild squads, pathways and conditioning programs that quickly. We might even enter an era where a side like PNG could theoretically come in and contend within 2 years if they recruit specifically for this current rule set, while traditional rosters may take 4 or 5 years to transition. That's how dramatic it feels. And even this weekend is a good example. The Rabbitohs aren't that much better than the Sharks. Manly aren't that much better than the Broncos, yet both games still ended up being a blowout. That tells me we're not necessarily watching talent gaps, we're watching fatigue amplification. Interested in your thoughts because I honestly think this is becoming one of the biggest talking points in the game.
Fuck, what a take. He should be a journo, this bloke. That is fucking outstanding. I couldn't have put that better in my head.
Should I put that in bold for the golf day, lads?
Yes.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Jeez.
I know. I've seen a number of these comments, but that is
He's
the most
a fucking
detailed.
gem, this kid.
All right, there we go. Golf day nominee.
It is. It's hard. What exactly what he's saying? It's hard to.
Some really good points.
It's hard to really break down. As I said, I keep saying it, not in that sort of detail, but like teams haven't evolved quick enough for the game right now. And they're the ones that we're talking about, the Bulldogs and some other teams that are down below, Melbourne. And you're thinking, fuck off. We're top 4 last. They're both top 4 teams. What have they done wrong?
I've got a strong take on the Bulldogs, and some of what he's saying is what I was thinking watching the game on Thursday, which we'll get to a little bit, and the Melbourne Storm, by the way. So, but continue, mate.
Yeah, so like I've been looking at the game. I'm like, it looks like some teams, like he just said, South and Sharks. I'm like, hey, this should be a good game. But when it becomes like the 70% possession over the last 10 to 12 minutes of just non-stop, bang, 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 banging the door down, and you can't get out of your yard, you're fucked. You're having a look at middles. And you can see it beautifully when you're watching it from where you're watching it, right? You can see middles are done. That's why the best, most fittest middles in the game and the skill set, like just say with Penrith and all those sort of other teams that are up top, they win. Because they got Cleary, they kick you into submission. It's a hard game. It's the hardest game to play right now. And because if you don't have the forwards that can dominate in the middle and aren't fit enough to give you 30 minutes of quality, not just 30 minutes and the last 10 is fucking rubbish, like 30 minutes, like finding your front, winning your wrestle, tipping up all the time, pushing up every single play, kick pressure, get down and fucking push. It's nearly impossible.
That's his point, mate, and you're correct. 30 minutes, both teams could be ripping in, right?
Yeah,
it could be a good contest, and then 2 penalties or a 6 again or momentum shift at the back end of halves, and a really good contest turns into a blowout at halftime.
Yeah,
I was looking, I'll use the Titans. I had the perfect view of the Titans game. Titans were the better team for 30 minutes. They had a couple of rough calls, and again, I'll get to that as well. I'll address that. But once the Roosters got momentum, the Titans were deflated because of a decision, but then just the lack of ball and the Titans were way better than the scoreline gives them credit for.
Yeah, and if you can't sustain, like there's all these words like resilient, they're not resilient enough, they're not fit. I don't know what you can do. And it took a while, right? It took a while for the teams to acclimate to the speed of the 6 to go.
I've got the stats.
Right? So this is just me looking at the game, being around S&Cs who have been training, when they got to the Bulldogs in 23, right?
All right.
And where they are now, fitness levels. Where they were in 23 was like abysmal, right? And it said that on the scoreboard because we didn't make the top 8. We just didn't look like an NRL side. 24, 25, yeah, we did, right? But like some players, because I keep speaking about high-speed grinds and everything like that, players weren't used to that at training all the fucking time. You're doing
is this specifically the Bulldogs?
No, a lot of teams down the bottom that weren't training like Penrith and all these top teams, like Melbourne, because they're used to training at these fucking the level here, right?
You talk about blocks all the time.
Yeah.
High level blocks.
Yes. So so the Bulldogs got up to that speed, right? Where they were doing 7-8 minute drills of just like getting the ball not going out, all that sort of shit.
Yep.
But then it's evolved from doing that. Plus, you've got to be like scoring tries in between that and putting pressure on, and not just being in these little high speed grinds like the Panthers do.
Yeah.
And they belch you into submission. Penrith are doing that. Then they've doubled down and they'll score on you 3 times because you're fucking not because your defense is not that good anymore, right? You're trying to. They're having a shot at you in their own 20. If you're not up to anything and you're trying to jam your defense in, fucking Cleary's showing a 20 meter, fucking Walsh, boom, everybody. Mate, if you got to have your defense on and a smart defense. That's what I said to you on the weekend. I've got to break down how good 4 men are.
I've got that.
You know what I mean?
I've got it for the Roosters type
this is just me just watching the game. I'm like, it's gone too quick. And the S&Cs haven't really just absolutely gone bang, bang, bang and hammering it into them because it takes a couple of years for your legs to get right.
I've got some stats for you.
So that's
That'll
all I'm
reflect
there.
where you're going.
Yeah,
because it's going to add to what you're saying, right? So shout out to my man Buckets, Chris Hemsley from SEM. We did this yesterday. He come rolling with some stats for me that I took from the notes from our show yesterday. So Buckets come up with this. We've had 77 games so far this season. There have been 52 games that have been won by more than 10 points and only 25 by a margin of 1 to 10.
Jeez.
So there you go. If you're a punter, 1 to 12 margin versus 13 plus.
Never happens.
I don't know. It's a couple of points short, but just gamble responsibly, all that good stuff, right? That's 2/3.
Yeah.
2/3 of the games are 10 plus, basically. The percentage won by games, 10-point games. So there you go. It's the next little bit down. That's added to that. So 67% of the games, so 2/3, are won by that margin. All right. If we go to the average NRL winning margin, the reason we've got 2019 is because 2019 was the year before the 6 again rule in the COVID. So in 2019, the average winning margin was 13 points, 13.7. Then they introduced the 6 again rule and it went out to 17.4. And then teams, I guess, noticed the trend, started to change their games around it, and it jumped again to 18 points. And I think during that period, as well as it was going and we were loving having NRL back and it was around the COVID period, I think there was frustration around that because look at the dramatic drop in 2022.
Yeah, I'm trying to think why.
Because it got out of hand. That's my take on it. So it got out of hand. It became too free-flowing. The rule changes were too significant.
Yeah.
We realised we'd probably made an error. Then they would have gone the referees because this is we talk about this, the dynamic and the constant battle between the NRL in the best possible way. This is not a dig. The NRL, smart head coaches, how they interpret rules or find the grey area in rules against the officials. The officials report back to the NRL. There are changes and there are just these little interpretations and there's a constant battle because good head coaches, good franchises are trying to find ways to expose the rules.
Manipulate a little bit.
The referees are trying to, like they notice trends, they're trying to figure it out. So it goes from 2021 where it got out of hand. There might have been there was dominance. If you think back to those years,
is that when Penrith started just pumping?
Penrith started their dominance. Souths were flogging teams. Melbourne have always been Melbourne, so they really acclimated to the rules really well. But it felt like, and I remember just even thinking about it and hearing chat around.
Like nobody else did, but remember that was just like 3 or 4 teams, and then the rest like do your best.
Correct. It felt very top 4, top 6, max heavy.
Yeah.
Like we could have said.
Penrith will win.
You could judge from halfway out, even though as good as Penrith are going right now. It felt like during those years is like, all right, Penrith are going to win, South's going to be there, Melbourne are another team. At the time, Parramatta were going really well.
Yeah,
they were
second phase footy was like perfect.
Anyway, so that's the example. Dramatically, there must have been a change over the off season, or there must have been so much pushback that in 2022 it dropped to 9.9. And then I feel like we're in a good period. This is where the frustration is coming. From 23, 24, 25.
Loved it.
It fluctuated between 15, so 14.4 at its lowest to 15.7.
Same. It's the same. We
currently we are sitting at 21 points, the average margin of defeat right now. Now,
That's fucking
this
ridiculous.
is what Jimmy mentioned yesterday. We're about to go into an origin period where you're going to be missing stars, so that's going to close the gap, you'd think, from, when Nathan Cleary, Zhao Yo and Dylan Edwards aren't playing against opposition, the margin will shrink for Penrith. You'd think that's going to happen. And wet weather footy, we haven't had that yet. So that could account for 2 or 3 points. So we might get down to the 18 range, 19 range, but it's still going to be up around 2021.
I still don't think it might go up. Who knows? Like, you just don't know with defenses and how the game's going.
Yeah, that's we don't.
Yeah, we don't know. Just because Origin's on, that means your best player's out. Some team could be stacked. Like, you're not missing. Not everyone's missing Origin players.
Oh, you think it could dramatically go against a team that?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah,
we'll find out.
Like a Titans team could put 50 on you. Like,
if they've got no Origin players,
every team has got the capability to blow teams out. It's just about what he going back to what he was saying before. L1 from day one.
Put your name on it, brother. Put your name on it. It's the really good
sustaining of pressure.
Well thought out comment.
That's all these little things. Like, if you can sustain pressure, if you've got a bit more, if you've got a bunch of dogs in your team, they just don't give up. The fittest, you got vets and everything like that. They're the ones that win games. All of them. I'm just looking at them like every team that I'm looking at going, yeah, they could win the game because they've got the players and they're pretty fit. They might win the game here. I look at Brisbane going, yeah, I know they might be down, but once they've got a forward deck of cards, I don't give a shit if you got near 30 on them. They still can come back.
Yeah.
There's a couple of teams like that. And all the rest, you're like, you got to wait till next year. There's about 6 teams already I'm looking at going, the year's over. And that's not fucking good. It's saying that at round 10. It's hard to put a finger on it, but it's just, you look at the stats there. Stats don't lie. And that felt like the funnest part, 23, 24, 25.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple of years as well. I've enjoyed it.
Looked pretty even, right? All Volandis wanted was a fast-paced game, entertaining as hell, which it is. But I don't think he had this, he envisioned this in his mind.
Yeah. So, and that's what he mentioned that,
What do you reckon he envisioned?
No, yeah, exactly. I think the way he put it is perfect. I don't think Peter Volandis was trying to create this. The intention was clearly to make it faster, more entertaining. But I'm hearing more and more people turn it off. And again,
I don't want to hear that.
The kickoff rule, that's where I think tinfoil hat, that conversation is going to be reintroduced in the offseason. They're trialing it at the end of the year, right? I already told you that.
Well, you can see there's the amount of games, and all the data will be there by the end of the year. The amount of teams that just got blown out, like by 18. So just say back to back to back. I can remember games like that now in the last 10 rounds. There's been about 5 games where teams gone back to back to back to back. 18, 24-0 already?
The Dolphins.
24-6.
Dolphins against the Bulldogs and Storm.
We just watched it.
Yeah.
We watched the game and I'm trying to figure out. I watched the game again. I was like, how did that happen? There's just a couple of little momentum swings and a couple of bad calls or a 6 to go here and just there's little things, and next minute, bang, bang, bang.
The sin bin broke you guys.
Yes.
Like some teams, like you got to be better as well. No doubt, no denying that for the Bulldogs. But some teams, when they're down on confidence, like your Dogs, they just can't handle that at the moment.
Yeah,
that's just they're not the team that they're not resilient right now. And I got a decent take on the Dogs. So a good comment from L1 from day one, but that has been a concern from a number of.
Sorry, let's go. Try and how do we fix this? Like.
It's the interpretations of the 6 again rule.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Here's my.
That's just want to hear your.
It can't be the kickoff rule. You can't create a rule.
For that.
You can't create a rule to fix a problem that you guys created. And I've said this all along.
Yeah.
I would hate for the kickoff rule to be brought in because the game's been blown out. Now they've got to find the grey area, or they've got to find some middle ground on the interpretations, whilst also understanding that the teams are trying to be creative with the way they expose that. But just, I guess in the last couple of weeks, there has been examples of the referees being a little bit more lenient around the rucks, because I think I honestly know that they're feeling it, because these comments have been this comment has been in our comment section, YouTube section, 3 weeks in a row. I'd imagine if you go on to, and this is just a guess, but go on to NRL, Fox League, any of the big mainstream Channel 9, people were blowing up about this specific
things. What I'd do if I was the NRL and the Landys, I'd be getting all the refs in and having a proper, serious chat about fucking how they interpret the game, the rules and that, because it's a big fucking deal with how they call the game is the reflection of the game and how the ending of the game comes out. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's if they fuck a game up, you could, or one or two calls, the team gets blown out just because of their shitty little calls or their interpretation of the call.
Yeah, but that's direction from the top as well. Like, there would be I'm 100%, even though it doesn't feel like it, there would be constant. There would be constant communication between Annesley. I think David Fairley is a part of the referee setup now. Going to the NRL, discussing the state of the game.
Yeah, of course, but I just don't think.
But I believe, because in the last couple of weeks, I have noticeably seen changes in referees and the way adjudicating it. But there are still scars from a number of teams who have been burnt at the start of the year that haven't realised that maybe they're giving you a little bit more leniency. And as soon as they hear that ding back to back in a set, it's breaking them mentally.
Yeah. Because they know they can't defend more than 10 to 12,
so there's a part
12 tackles.
There's a part where clubs have got to understand and be better as well. But yeah, it's concerning.
I saw a couple of just little things on the weekend where a marker, just say fourth tackle, and you see some nines they're coming back into the game, they're going straight through sometimes, right? It's because that marker, he goes, not square, and it's been like the fourth tackle, and you'd fucking tackle him and give the penalty away, you wouldn't care, would you? They're not touching him. Because they're so petrified of getting another 6 to go.
Or it could be a sin bin now.
But
yeah, because it's professional.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, you're not. I mean, some of these ones it was just a little bit off. It'd be a penalty. But the penalty, you don't have faith in yourself and your defensive line. They're letting them go straight. Starling went straight through. Harry Grant went straight through. There was a couple where the nines took advantage of that quick play, not square. And this is where discipline and everything comes into it. But I get it. But the fatigue. That's getting the guys, but it was like it happened about 3 or 4 times because I saw what tackle it was, fourth. I'm like, I think that's like the Cardinals Sid now. The fourth tackle penalty breaks teams.
Yeah,
I saw
absolutely.
Andrew Abdo did Josh Mansell's podcast last night.
Oh, did he?
He's come out and I didn't watch any of it yet, but I saw the headlines of it. I think he addressed a lot of it, so let's watch that and come back on Thursday.
But all I was saying is I think at the end of this year, this year will be an outlier and just be like they've got to sit in the same room and just say, let's get this game back.
There are in-season shifts that happen. There are.
I feel like it's a little bit now happening.
Yep.
Always before Origin. But yeah, I just can't. I just don't know what's going on. I like watching it, but I just don't like fucking watching it because the Dogs are getting beat.
All right, let's get to that. Dolphins 44 defeat the Bulldogs 12. One thing that stood out to me straight away, I showed you this in the Uber on the way to the airport on Friday morning when we were leaving. It was an absolute dart. Jeremy Marshall-King gets on the field, has a couple of nice touches. If you remember, Asako goes up, puts pressure on Jonathan Sewer, streaks away down the edge. He ends up throwing this 30-metre dart all the way.
Was that when Galvin threw it out the back and went did, and then Katoa got it, and then fuck Katoa? God, fuck did he come from?
Who was Katoa?
The gun. Oh no, like the winger.
Oh, Sako.
Yeah. The best game I've ever seen him play.
That's the best
ever.
That's the best game of his career I can remember.
Bro, good on him, but not against my Dogs. But fucking killed it. Sorry, go.
So he throws this 30-metre dart to Isaiah Katoa, who finds Cody Nikorima, who had an awesome game too, by the way, and then tipped on, I think there might have even been a middle forward out there.
Ray Stone fucking tipped it.
Shout out to Ray Stone for his 100th too, by the way.
Yeah.
His milestone.
No,
I took that from the Dolphins. Anyway, tips on Cobbo. Cobbo scores in the corner by a metre.
Cobbo.
That, and as you guys know, but I have been so high in the Dolphins, their execution has really been lacking. Jeremy Marshall-King.
He adds that little bit of
often injured Jeremy Marshall-King. Love the human. I've known Jed since he was a kid. Good mates with my little brothers coming through. Just can't stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, he's a huge part of what they're trying to do.
He's got that silk. He threw that with the most effortless. Like I don't think people understand. Like he just went, and it was a 30-metre spiral right to left and hit him right on the chest. It was beautiful. It was beautiful to nice watch because until you showed me, I went, oh, that's not a 10-15. That's a 25 plus on the move. That's, you can do that when you're standing still, on the move, after a fast break.
How many times Isaiah
I love it.
As you know, I watch the Dolphins so close.
Good team,
and Isaiah Katoa said it himself, he hasn't had the best start to the season. But how many times he's had to go on the move, stop like that. All it takes is a half a second where you've got to reassess yourself. That completely breaks down any shape that they're trying to execute on. And I said last week, our man, the junkyard dog, Donahue, by the way,
Good
legend.
human.
You love him, eh, boys?
Oh, best.
Lukey was frothing about the Kurt Donahue.
While you were on stage, I was standing next to him.
If he can return through the middle, they maybe push Morgan Knowles up to the front row, or they may start with Morgan Knowles. He takes all the early part of the game, and they have Donahue and Jeremy Marshall King.
That's a problem.
The Dolphins are the sleeping giant. I'm telling you right now.
So if you go by what I was saying, like talent, right? Talent and hard middles, fit. That's the Dolphins. That's the whole that's the whole makeup of a premiership winning side.
Yep.
That's what they are. They've got that. They've got class everywhere. They're tough. They're fit, and they've got like guys like fucking Katoa and Herbie.
Bostock
is fucking improved out of sight.
Hammer.
Still, Avarillo's still there waiting there.
Hammer's been pretty quiet.
Hammer's been quiet, yeah. Yeah, I just, I was watching that game. I was like, we're up like, was it 12-4? Was it 12-4? And then
the Dogs led 12-4 with 8 minutes to go before the break.
And then we end up coming in, 16-12?
Yep. I'll get to that. I just want to finish off the last little bit on the Dolphins too. I've been, I had my concerns a little bit with Cody Nikorima, especially defensively after he had a really bad outing against Manly. He returned in this game. He had 3 try assists and a try. The try assist that I love the most. Your man Jonathan Sewer from the Dogs he was on the wing. When Preston got sent for 10, they targeted that edge. Jonathan Sewer got caught in the washing machine. He got stuck in the middle. He tried to make a tackle on a cover tackle, ended up in the middle a couple of times. So it was Bronson Sherry on the wing. Yep. And Cody Nikorima goes down that short side, sort of double pumped. The play was to get it on the outside, and he ended up second-guessing himself and just played short, which was the correct play. Plays to Bostock or one of the edge-back rowers. They go back to the middle. He gets the ball straight back. He'd already downloaded the data, the Sonia, and went back, cut out ball over the top to Osako, untouched. Really good work from Cody Nikorima. Highly skillful player. I've said he's got to be a part of their 19.
I think he could do, if he's as long as he's playing some sort of part, 20, 30 minutes here and there, or starting, whatever the coach thinks he's best at, he's got to be in that team because he's got so much class and he can do shit like that not many people can do.
He's silky.
He's an
experienced NRL player.
Yeah, he's been around for a minute now.
Strengthening your case for Osako's best ever game. 3 tries, 250 metres, 9 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks. Yeah, but I wrote this down. I think his assist to Bostock may have been his best play of the game.
Yeah, the one back in.
Yeah.
They were impressive.
Yep.
I thought we come out with the right gusto,
mentality
coming out, front foot mentality. I know what their sort of ethos is. Control the middle, attack on the edges, all that sort of stuff. It worked. Salmon got a try first, and
we got a question here from Connor, and we'll get to the Dogs in a little bit. This is the last little bit before we move on, Mace. Hey boys, big fan of the potty over here in the UK. After seeing the Cody Nikorima try and Critter's reaction to Galvin missing the tackle, I'm wondering what goes through the minds of defenders and what they are trying to lead and what they are trying to read. Thanks a bunch, boys. Love how you boys have made me watch the game through a new lens. It was a little jockey play from a Katoa. He does it
when he come in on it and it.
So
when he dummy and then so you're watching. So this is where your middles have got to be better and your 4-man, right? So your 4-man needs to get at the ball player.
Katoa.
Yeah, and not him and Galvin has to be nowhere near Katoa. No turning your shoulders in or anything like that. And then you got to stand in the middle because the jockey player's coming. You can see it. You got to see 4. You can see it, right? If you break it down where Galvin was, 4-man puts pressure on Katoa, and then you can stand in the middle of that, right? And if he goes out, you get him. If he comes in, it's right shoulder. You got to put yourself in that position. You can't just be fucking turning your shoulders in.
You got to stay patient.
You stay patient. You stay tucked a little bit. You stay tucked. You do not make him play that play or slide out.
Connolly Lemuelu ran an outline on him.
Yeah, it's a great line, but you fucking
Hamill was out the back. Cody Nikorima just popped up late. Great execution.
It was a great execution, but like in defense, you should be able to stop that. It's not that. It's not a play that is, like it's unstoppable or anything like that. And Critter saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Critter had to go out. Because he's sliding out. Where do you think it's going to go? It happens from the foreman. I'm going to break the foreman down after this, but it's important. The foreman needs to come up and put pressure on Katoa because that's where Galvin just sits as a 3-man because that's where he's trying to get. Katoa's trying to get to him.
Yep.
Would Galvin take one more step?
With the
when you break
the fatigue in the game now, if the 4-man can't apply the pressure, because that's the perfect scenario.
That's the perfect one.
Lockie just has to stay square for as long as he can, right?
Yeah.
You've got so much in front of you right now, and it looks like a traditional block shape. It turns into a back row run and an outball line, and he can't. That's what they were trying to execute. Lockie fell for it.
Yeah,
he's still a young player.
Yeah,
but the fix and the communication video will be, you've got to hold as long as you can, and if you have to make a legs tackle on a player like Connolly Lemuelu, which is difficult, you've got to make that at the last minute and just make sure that you're identifying Nikorima. You know that Hammer's out the back, and you're trying to download as much information as possible as you can on the run.
It's great shape.
Yeah,
it's
really
great
good
shape, great execution, but it can be stopped.
Yeah,
and all through communication. And back to the fatigue on the left 4 there. Who's that there? It was probably maybe Satili. Could have been Salmon. Could have been someone like that. Not used to that position. Fatigue thing, but you got to trust your 4-man. Your 4-man needs to move quicker.
Yep. As we said there, the Bulldogs led 12-4, 8 minutes before the break. I thought they were really hard done by from Jacob Preston, 10 in the bin. Didn't think that was...
You just can't touch the sevens, man. You just don't. That was it. I looked at that and went, all right, that's the rules.
Okay, here's my take on the
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs.
It left his hands.
Here's my take on the Bulldogs. For everything that we just read out with those stats before, if you've missed it, since Ciro has arrived, and I've heard you mention this before in the last month, Rennie and Braith have talked about it, watching Bulldogs closely. I know you guys watch Bulldogs closely. And there's been a lot of chat around the Bulldogs getting back to what they did in the last couple of years. And what I mean by that is Ciro defensively, he changed your culture defensively. You were willing to win games 12-6, 12-8 if need be. And that has been the take. Like a lot of people have been saying this, they've got to get back to that old, the 23-24 version, the 24-25 version of the Dogs, where you guys were cemented in the top 4 for large portions. I disagree with that now watching you guys. Watching it live on the weekend, there has to be some changes implemented within the way that you view not only defense but attack. Yeah. The stats that we just read out don't reflect winning a game 12-8, 12-10.
No,
if you don't change with the way the interpretations and rules, you're going to get left behind. And that's currently where I see the Bulldogs. What they're doing now is that I believe is the mindset, because I've watched the Bulldogs now 2 weeks in a row against the Cowboys, 60 minutes. Ciro said it himself. It's exactly where we wanted to be in the last couple of years. The game's past that now. You cannot try to defend your way to a lead. No. You can't try win games 18-12. For as bad as that may sound, and I know a lot of coaches will struggle to comprehend that, especially if they come from a defensive background. But you've got to play. You've got to be willing to go score tries, chance your arm a little bit more. One of my big pet peeves, and I've seen it in you guys and a little bit of the way you play footy as well, and been some other teams over the years. A negative style of play where you might want to finish your set. What halves do all the time, rather than putting a kick in and potentially trying to score a try or worried about a repeat set or going dead in a 7-tackle set, they finish up on the edge, they get tackled on the edge, and then they go, all right, let's back our defence now. That's gone, mate. Doesn't exist. I'm watching the teams that are thriving right now, even though they lost on the weekend, but it's their mentality. The Cowboys, the Storm figured it, I feel like they started to figure it out.
Canberra.
Rabbitohs. Yeah. Rabbitohs are a team that want to score more than
I've
defend
never seen
more.
any of them try and fucking just do a play in the corner. Maybe sometimes, but usually it's get a fucking 6 to go.
Yeah.
Get the ball back.
Yep. So that's my biggest takeaway is you can't, it's hard because, like I said, he comes from a background where he was the defensive coach there. They had success at Penrith doing it for large periods, and they had success at the Bulldogs doing it, changing the culture there. But that doesn't exist anymore. Like a 2-score game, like a 1-score game doesn't exist anymore. So if you're not willing to, and I said this during commentary for the Melbourne Storm yesterday. So the Melbourne Storm better fucking watch out. I know it was 32-0.
Yeah, there was a little stage there.
There was a period when it was 32-16, and I go
32. If it was going to be 32-22, there would be a shootout at the end.
That scoreline wasn't big enough. It doesn't like you can't defend a 16-point lead with 10 minutes to go and think you're sweet. Like the game has gone past it, so the Bulldogs need to adjust accordingly. You still got to have your principles.
You still got to be able to defend and not let a team score 44 points.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like I know the Dolphins are good. I know North Queensland's good, but 40 plus. Come on, man.
But it's the mentality from attack that's leading to the leaking of points defensively.
Yeah, I'm just saying, with attack, I mean, we need to throw more than just like a couple of just like one out sort of stuff that we're doing in the middle. Like you just got to, what do I keep saying? You just got to get some ruck speed straight away and fucking run. Go for it. Like have your block plays and everything for you. Don't go block for blocks for blocks. Those shapes don't work anymore. It's fucking prehistoric.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you got to pretty much like, unless you got a lock like Cam Murray or Yowie, then they're fit in, they play around those guys, right? Their system is built around the Yowies and the Cam Murrays and the Victor Radleys and all those sort of guys. They can ball play.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're just going boom, straight to Galvin, straight here, straight to your back rolls, have another shot, open it up again, have another shot, kick the fuck out of it and beat the shit out of him and play a high-level disciplined game. Which we've got to be more disciplined with the ball. We've got to not give away much penalties and all that sort of shit.
Salmon's first try was exactly how you should be playing. Now, this is what we'll discuss on last week, and we're talking about the shape. The shape still exists. You can present the shape.
Yeah.
It's got to be a run-first mentality. Isaiah Yeo was still setting up in the shape. He still presents it.
Yeah.
Yoe's probably running more than I've ever seen him run to start of the season. Do they go out the back every now and again? Yeah, they pick their times right. As soon as they see a quick play the ball, they flood through the middle. Dylan Edwards will push through the middle. Roosters are another example.
Cleary's doing.
Teddy was moving. So Teddy moves sometimes, just tells Sam Walker and Ches to get out of the way when it's a quick play the ball. Yeah. That's why Teddy's having 25, 30 carries.
That's why you've got to have that player in the team to identify when the quick play the ball is. And then it's fucking bang. It's gone. You're gone. Everything's out the window. The structure's out the window. You identify the quick play the ball. But who's that guy on our team?
It's got to be Galvin, Burton, Tracy. And this is another example that I used yesterday. Again, referring back to the Cowboys game. There was a couple of 6 agains. There was fatigue in the game. And they went, drink water first carry. So someone took a carry from a 20-metre restart. Then they went drink water, Dearden, Clifford. And they marched you guys 60 metres.
Yeah.
Burton can do. I know Burton was missing in the game. Burton can do that. Yeah. Galvin can do that. It's about identifying, realising it, but also instructions around it. Yeah, like I'd imagine going to training, practicing moves and shape and all that sort of stuff. And you want to be able to, I think in years past, you want to strip shape and get to the edges and come up with a nice play that looks silky on a backline play. Or the Bulldogs were awesome at it over the last couple of years because they had a small ball forward pack and they shifted and they made middles move. Now, Nath again. What did I say about Nath in the Knights game when he realised it? It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter whether it's a 50 getting to the post or coming back from the edge. As soon as Nath identifies a quick play of the ball, what did he do against the Raiders?
See you later.
He had the shape there ready if he wanted it. He seen it was a quick play of the ball. There was slow retreating middles from 10 metres from the sideline. He just ran the ball.
But that's anyone, right? If that's just playing footy,
yeah.
If that's just like playing like under 14s footy, you're not coming off the line. I'm getting the ball. I'm fucking going straight through you. Like it's not, you don't have to go and set up and score the try in the corner or do the mad play anymore. Like because I've seen that guy, he's the best player in the world. He's doing that. He's just playing eyes up football and just running as hard as he can. And when you see little things like that, you're just going at it. As I keep saying, it's just all about just getting that fucking speed in the middle and just going. You're just playing eyes up footy. It's like, I just can think about it where in the 2000s, without the 6 to go or anything like that, and there was no wrestling. Remember before Melbourne's come in and wrestle, It was like that. You fucking just wait for a quick play of the ball. And all Folksy was angry at was if he pressed pause and you weren't in the fucking frame.
Yeah. Get in the picture.
Get in the frame. We would get ripped when we fucking watching it on the bang. Mace, what are you doing? Quick play the ball. Generals come out or fucking and he's going along the drifting that way. You're back. Or what are you doing, Oga? All forwards, all middles, everybody pushing up both sides of the fucking ruck. Because that's the way that we used to play. Obviously, the 6 to go rule and everything like it's similar, it's the same.
Yeah.
Right? Because our play the ball speed before wrestling was fucking lightning. Because if you're big and strong and fast, you fucking got quick play the balls all the time. All our job was to skittle people, get quick play the balls, bang, go.
Yep.
And we just played footy. You had genuine footy players that just played football. No one was in their structure. It wasn't fucking Willie stay on the right side of the field or stay in the left. No, just fucking go wherever the ball is or wherever the shape is. Bobcat's over there, Sonny's here, Rennie's here, Roy's here, and we just played footy and our backs held that sort of shape. But like if we were fucked, right, mate, Utah just come screaming off the wing on a fourth play or third play in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
because it could play the ball.
Skittle someone.
And then Tong would do it. And then I was just looking at that going, I said, this is very similar of when I first started. It's
a good point.
It was just
come full circle.
It was just going full circle, but fucking they're way better defenders. Right? We weren't that good at defenders. We were fucking hitters. You know what I mean? But like the defensive systems weren't as fucking like it was now.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, back then it was more about just fucking hitting and getting shape and all that sort of stuff. But now it is like, you know what you're doing in everything. But then it was just like, just go.
Yeah.
Just get the, it wasn't.
To your point, and this is my take on the Dogs as well. Yeah, they've got,
I'm not saying that just about us as well.
No, but I'm going to use you guys as an example. You guys had really good defensive structures for the last couple of years. Fatigue makes cowards of us all.
Yeah,
because there's so much fatigue. The outside backs right now, it's bringing outside backs like Purdue and Chester into the contest. I use them as an example as well because the systems you're less reliant on the systems because there's fatigue from the middle.
Yeah.
Perfect example with the try. Yeah, in the perfect world, you'd love the back rower or middle to put more pressure on Katoa. It's a fucking tall order now for all the stats that we read out before. So you may have the grouse fucking defensive structures when you're not under fatigue. Yeah. But under fatigue, you've got to identify when teams are fatigued, when there's momentum, and just fucking play around the ruck.
Back to my point of that era, go and ask anyone who played under Folksy and say, what game plan did you have? There wasn't a game plan. Serious. Fucking, it was just play. Own the middle, all that sort of shit, and then just fucking play to your strengths. You know, if you see a spot play, if the left three's a spot, get at him. Get at him. Get at that guy in the middle. You know, there's not as many spots as there are back then, but it was just more. It wasn't like get to here for fucking structure. It was none of that. None of it. But I'm just trying to think. I'm going back. Imagine if there was 6 to goes and shit back then. It would be a fucking nightmare.
Well, the body shapes were different too.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I know, but like even the 2010, like late 2000s when wrestling come into it, slowed it right down, right? And it was making 6 to go anywhere in the competition be awful. So fatigue makes cowards of us all, as you said, but like, I'm just trying to think back to the attack was just play everything. Generate speed in the middle. You can't go wide straight away unless you generate speed in the middle. Yeah. That was when you dominate the ruck and then fucking play football.
You got to present it, identify it, and execute.
Yes.
That's it. Yep. Connor Tracy, far out. He's having a rough couple of weeks. Yeah. So he's a reflection of the entire squad for me right now. Again, this is constructive criticism as well. Connor Tracy single-handedly won you huge games over the last couple of years.
Canberra game this year.
And Canberra game. Yeah. Was it the Penrith game the year before?
Yeah, when he just
huge plays. Mate, he's just like whiffing on plays and missing tackles.
It's confidence.
Mate, it is. And I've been there before, Mason. Yeah. That's why I can't come out and just go fucking be better and all this sort of dumb shit that sometimes people throw. But I'm watching that and I'm just going, that's where they're at. And look, Ciro said it after the game as well on the presser. There's a team lacking confidence. I do think there are, for some of the, like I said, I try to be constructive with it. I do think there's some things offensively that can help them. So we'll see if they're able to rectify that.
Everything I just said then about the game was not directed at Bulldogs. This is my whole take on the whole game, where I think it's at. It's just come a big 360, but with a shitload, a lot more fucking defense is awesome, and the 6 to go rule. But with the Bulldogs, man, I can't put. People asking me everywhere, like, so, it's like I'm fucking playing. I'm like, man, I'm not out there. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, they look like they're fucking in the game for the last couple of weeks, and then, boom, we're done. Like it's been happening quick. Like we're in the game like for 60 minutes against North Queensland. I'm like, oh yeah, we should get them. And then it was like that little bit of an arm wrestle, and you fucking lose it. And if you lose it, you're down by 14, and then it's too late. And because we've been staying in games for 40, 50 minutes. 55, 60 minutes, then they win that little bit of a fucking arm wrestle, and then you can't come back. It's fucking hard. Now I look at it now and go, what's wrong with them? I'm like, I don't know. They're trying their asses off. They're not going out there not having a crack, right? A couple of games there with Parramatta and the Broncos. I'm like, yeah, that's not Bulldog-esque. But I mean, they come out and had a crack against the Cowboys. The Cowboys just fucking can put it on you.
They had a crack against the Cowboys and Dolphins.
And the Dolphins. So I'm like, they're heading in the right direction. Just got to start executing, start winning these 50-50s, being a little bit more disciplined, and it'll just start falling. When you're down on confidence, you fucking, it's awful. We've all been there. We've all been in teams, and you're like, your fucking swag's gone, your aura's gone. You're going, where's this? Get it back. How do you get it back?
What did you do to get out of it, Lukey, when you've
What
been
did you
down
do when
on
you're in a bit of a slump?
Oh,
Played a little bit of football and soccer when you were out there.
You did.
Go through any...
You just go back to the drawing board
I
sometimes.
love it. I feel like we haven't got him in for a touch in a while,
sorry,
too, so I need to get him in
You go
touch.
and sometimes you just go home and you clean your boots.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
love
I
it.
Swap boots?
Yeah.
I fucking fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
swap
swap
boots.
boots. Fucking straight to the young kid.
No,
Oh,
that's some shit.
No,
I was always like, I was doing that. I was always giving my boots away, regardless if I won or lost.
The Roosters 28 defeated the Titans 12. Mace, you sent us a text message after watching a number of games over the weekend. You said, I want to talk about the 4-man, and you're referring to the Roosters and Titans game. What did you say, mate?
I saw like Angus Crichton, right? The job of, you've played 4-man, I've played 4-man before, and most really good teams at the moment, if you look at Penrith, I think Liam Martin is the best 4-man in the world. They seem to be making a few breaks around his sort of place where he's been filling, like around the 4-man. So they don't usually make breaks when he's at 4-man, Cleary's there.
So now that he's been out for the last couple of weeks.
You can sort of see it.
With Garner in there?
Yeah, you can see they're targeting those guys. I saw Angus Crichton, and how important it is they do more. They don't have to do line speed like the A, like markers and A and B and C, but they're always the guy that are always calling numbers out.
Yep.
Calling numbers. You just say if you're in the middle of the field, just say if you see like if you see Cleary, you see Dylan Edwards, and you see they're coming here.
So if you go a 5-5 split and the fullback's on that side, is that what you're looking for?
So it's just looking at that, and you call an extra man, right? It's all communicate. It's always communicate. Get over here. I see Angus Crichton is one of the best communicators in the game. Liam Martin's one of the best. It's all about communication. Even Hamole does it pretty good now. He's calling guys over.
He's improved heaps.
And it's usually you're calling over. You're always calling over like your hooker, pretty much. You don't want a big boy getting exposed on those edges.
Why hookers?
Because they fucking talk, and they talk good, and they're good defenders, and they're quick.
Better movements.
Their movements are good. You're never going to bring a big boy over. No disrespect to them. Back in the day, they were bigger than they were now. They weren't really and most of them just wanted to stay in the middle. Because you feel safe with numbers.
I can attest to that. Being an edge player, I used to try to get Matty Ballin as much as I could. Matty had awesome movements. He was fit as hell.
Yep.
If I could get Matty inside me, I felt really comfortable.
And even so just say even from to play the balls on just say we're defending here, to play the balls on the other side of the post, and you got A, B, C. So the 5-man is usually, so you got A, B, 5-man, where's he sit? Under the post, right? Yep. So that's where it is. And then you sit on the other side. And then you're coming up, right? So you're not coming fucking flat out up. They're coming up, just say they got the block play like Cam Murray. Murray,
with
got
the two
forwards, you got leads and everything like that. You can't even come up because out the back is getting a teddy. You can't shoot up. You got to wait for the inside pressure. This is why the middles are so important with Penrith, and even the Roosters have got to get down fucking pat because they've got good, healthy middles that move fast. Crichton's been doing a good job because sometimes Crichton, he's off in games.
He's busted.
Yeah, but he's just these little things you can tell he's experienced, right?
I called the game. I watched him in back play. You might not see it on the TV, but every time the ball goes away from him,
fucking done his knee.
There's a couple of players that are playing really tough at the moment.
Yeah.
And he's carrying an injury.
And I'm just talking about Angus Crichton. I'm talking about who else are some really good edge defenders on the left and right.
Oh, yeah, I still think let's go through the good teams.
Hang on, I'm just trying to get who'd be our starting back rows for Australia.
Hudson Young.
Huddy Young's really good on the left edge, right? So he gets his middles going across. So like it's all about timing, and you see a lot of people, a lot of diversion out the back. And even if you think you can shoot up and get Teddy, you can't. That's the wrong option, right? You got to get the middles working and then coming over and then counting numbers, all that sort of shit. And it goes, and I just love watching them play, right? The 4 men, because they do everything. Hudson Young, I'm not sure if there's a fitter human in the comp than him.
He's up there.
He does that much work. But just every 4 men in teams always have to have good middles to make them look good. Because if you have a shit, lazy middle and guys that aren't vets or anything like that, it can fuck you up because you end up jamming in, and then the other guy ends up jamming in, and everyone jams in, and then they just end up getting caught on the edge. So if you've got people with the best 4 men, even Jordan Ricky's a great defender.
Yes.
Pia Cora's a great defender. So when they're all going good, how good's their defence? Their defence looks like they fucking have no idea right at the moment now. Payne Haas is in control in the middle with Carrigan. They've got no Pia Cora and Jordan Ricky's under the pump the whole time as your man.
Yeah, Willison's been playing left edge.
Yeah, so it really fucks their defence.
Good in attack, defensively probably.
Presto's going. Presto's a really good defender. Olakwatu's a good defender.
Yep.
Right, but they've got middles and they've got 3 men who understand how to defend as well. So it's very important. That position, right for and left for, is the most important position on the field, I reckon.
Do you think it's becoming more and more important?
Fucking oath it is.
Okay, yeah, good
because of the middles, right, and because you're protecting your 3 men as well, right. So your 4 man, just say if Lockie Galvin had a 4 man who was talking to him, going push. I got Katoa. He can sit in that pocket there, where if you did throw an out ball to Lemuelu, he can move late. Or if he can sit there and he can get the hang on the fucking Nicarima play.
So because Sitili's been playing a lot of middle, he was his right edge and just not used to that communication.
Yeah, just not used to, move.
Yeah.
And it's really late communication because you see it late, you've played there before.
Yeah.
You come up and you might see something else. Go. Like it's all these little quick communications, and you've got to rely on your big boys.
Yeah.
You've got to rely on the big boys. Don't bite in, because if you've got big boys like you got Isaiah, Leota, they're working so hard for you right at this moment, right now. You've got to trust your middles. Right?
You'll know this as well. And Polynesians, they're not
communicators.
They're I wouldn't say their biggest strength is communicate. Even if you look at how good Payne and Jason Tomalolo have been through the middle, they don't look like they're rah-rah guys. They lead by example.
They just know what's going on.
Yeah, but on the edge, a guy like Sitili, even I'll use an example on the opposition. I think Finau Fuiaki has improved out of sight defensively with his edge movements with Katoa, but I think it's more of a reflection of Katoa doing a shitload of the communicating, making sure, because Kuli Kefu's doing his work rate at the moment is so big that he must be communicating so much to Finau Fuiaki.
It's so important.
I need you here, big boy. Let's get that number.
Yep, it's so important with your 3 man and your middle. So like even with Olakwatu, right? He's got to look after. Was it Joey? Is it Brooks or Joey Walsh that game?
It's normally Fogarty, but it was Joey Walsh on the weekend.
We'll get to that game soon. But like he's just him being there is.
Yeah, sometimes it's like kicks, the presence,
deterring.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I think he's the most player. I'm like, go the other side. No, I'm serious. Like, because people aren't even fucking looking at trying to hit his inside shoulder.
That was kick out for 3, 4, 5 years. That's what he's presented for the Panthers and Dogs.
But the best 4 men in the game that nearly have the best defense, and it's such a reflection on their whole defense, because the middles need to work hard, and it's that trust between the middle and the 3 men. Right, you got it, and they need to trust you. So that's why all the best guys.
Well, I love that take into my take. Siwa Wong is putting together his most consistent start of the season. So he finished his debut season in 2023. He was on fire. I think he might even played finals. He had a huge finals game. He's shown flashes in 2024 and 2025. But I think going back to my point, with your point about the communication, the experience with Ches for Rob Toya and Siwa Wong, both those 2 guys have been excellent in the last month. And I think they've got a really defined role. I know playing with Daly and how much he has matured that he will be a big part of their success. But they both look super dialed in. They're both young cats, got huge future. That should be the right edge for the Roosters for the next 3 or 4 years. Siwa Wong and Rob Toya.
And we have massive raps on him. As soon as he hit the scene, I said, that's a future player, future rep player there. He could play. Then it took him a while, right? It takes a while because of the communication.
Robbo was playing him in the middle at times.
Playing in the middle. They just wanted to play because they knew he had talent. But he's an edge player because he's big, strong, fast. He's got great footwork. He's got it all. And it took a while. Now he's all right. He's that number 12 there, which they thought that he was always going to be. But this is where he kept fucking up. The communication and everything. Like, it took him a while to get to that point now. And that's why I looked at their defense and went, that's probably nearly the complete defense in the comp. They go up there. They're up there with Penrith. Penrith, you just chuck Liam Martin back in there in the back end of the year.
Yep.
And Sorensen and Garner and stuff like their middles, they're perfect. But like they're the next best.
They move well.
Really move.
Their middles do. I still got my concerns on the edges against big games. I still need to see it.
You're talking with
just as once you start playing Penrith, Broncos, in many Ches and Sam Walker have had their issues, no denying it. So it's a communication thing. There have been wide open. It's not like as in putting their body in front. It's reads, it's communication, all that stuff you're saying.
First month you would have been thinking
Titans nearly went through a couple of times just untouched. Well, they did, and then they Brimo's missed it. Dropped the ball.
Yeah,
but
Garner.
it's still work in progress for sure. They wouldn't be happy with where they're at defensively.
And they're still kept in the 12.
Yes.
That's where you got to go. Okay, we put 28 on them, but they could have been easily 22.
All right, let's get to this comment. Had a number of Titans fans again reaching out to us. This one comes from Lily Penny. Hey guys, first time commenting, but long time listener. Sending love from Canada.
Hey.
Love those ones. What are your thoughts on the Toya try that was allowed against the Titans? As a proud Titans fan, I feel like this isn't the first time we've been dudded by a shocking referee call, and all we get is an apology from the NRL on Monday. Well, guess what? You got an apology from the NRL, an NRL official, on Friday. Apparently, Josh Hannay said in the presser, an official went straight up to him after the game and said, we got that wrong. Would love to hear your thoughts on it, plus the semi-controversial Teddy try. Personally, I would have been fine with it if Toyas hadn't just been allowed. Thinking about a big game, I would have hated an Origin game to be decided on a try like that.
That's how I always think.
Sincerely, a Titans fan who's had enough of refs facing minimal consequences for making big mistakes like that. Bad, huge howler from Adam G.
It was the G.
G-man? No, I was trying to think of his first name now. This reeked of, I said I was arguing with Speedy and Blake Austin throughout the call. Like I was blown away that they weren't, they didn't see what I, and now that we've seen replays and there's the still shot of the separation howler from not getting that right, that should have been overruled. And now I know that shouldn't have been. No, sorry, it went up a try.
And overruled. Yeah.
You had to overrule that.
Yeah.
Even though I think in his...
He would have been happy with it. Toya.
Well, you see, in the slow-mo, he hits the ground in frustration.
Yeah.
It's like, I've dropped that. He hits the ground.
He wasn't cheering. He wasn't going,
I missed that.
Yeah, it wasn't going, I
was too busy arguing.
Yeah, I scored. He's like, I fucking dropped it.
I was too busy arguing with Speedy and Stone Cold about it.
I haven't seen anyone bring that up. I mean, he's hit the ground in frustration there.
Yeah. No, I saw that and I'm like, you got to look at the players' reactions as well. If you're gonna, when you go up there, that's the first thing I would look at. You scored a try. There's some good actors out there.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you know you can't hide it and it's just you're like, fuck it.
There are plenty that tell porkies and go, for sure.
Get away with 99.
I agree with you, Lily Pilly, on the second one, even though I didn't like it.
Here we go. Here we go, Lukey.
It's a short, but watch him down. Hang on.
And I agree with the second try as Lukey's trying to find that. It's a 50-50 one. I agree with everything he's saying. Personally, I would have been fine with it too, where Keanu Kinney, I feel like, plays for it. It's one of those really difficult ones. That's an interpretation one. But to overrule the referee, that's where I was like, man, that's two that have gone against the Titans. I thought that was... and
that's a whole different game there.
Watch when it goes to the slow-mo.
Yeah, okay.
Good
spot.
No.
Good spot. Yeah. Good spot. Yeah, he lost it.
Yeah, but just after that, he hits the ground.
Yeah.
That's... Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's 28-12. That's nothing in today's game. if if we're talking 10 years ago, that looks like a convincing win. A couple of these tries taken back.
It was 6-0 at that time.
And then Titans it's a whole different game we're talking about.
6-0.
In today's game.
Yeah, Titans were the better team.
That's
for
what
30
you
minutes.
said it. You said you watched it live and you saw it and you were like, Titans aren't out of this game and Titans, they're in this fight.
Yep.
So it wasn't like they were getting pumped like the score reflects. So it's you'd be filthy.
Love that there have been a number of young halves that we've been talking about for the last couple of years. Our man Fozzie was telling us that the Zane Harrison's going to be a real player for him. I love, you know what I've noticed a lot lately too, and it's all goes back to development and having people within your club that were fans. The Titans put up a picture of Zane Harrison as a kid attending games. Clifford and Purdue at the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was cool.
Joey Walsh has grown up and loved being a Manly fan, I believe.
Well, he's been in rugby union most of his
But
career.
no, he grew up, it's around the area too, and he's a Manly fan and loved, like, Ches was his favourite player and shit like that. So it's cool when, Egan down at the Dragons, like he said after his game, he used to go to Anzac Day games as a fan, like as a kid. Just cool.
You're going to get so many more of those
Dragons
as well
halfback.
now.
The Dragons halfback, same thing.
Oh, sorry, I said Egan.
Yeah.
Cade
Reed.
Reed.
You're gonna get so much-
Dylan Egan's the back row.
Yeah.
So
Cade
much
Reed.
more of that now because of like in today's era. You're going to have, like just say my little nephews, right, with Bulldogs jerseys on. Imagine if they do like.
Imagine if Arch plays for the Dogs.
or anything like that, or like everyone's who's got kids now. You're gonna see that whole thing. So
Zane Harrison, really impressive. Loved communication. Loved the way he set up shape. Got himself in a nice position. Was constantly moving around the ball. He looked really clear. It's my biggest criticism around the Titans over the last couple of years is, aside from Foz, who was a 36-year-old playmaker, when he wasn't playing games, the direction you could tell it was just all over the shop. Jaden Campbell was a much better 6. Zane Harrison looks like a traditional 7. He got him in good spots. And the part that I love the most, Angus Crichton tested him a couple of times. Straight up, bumper bar straight into him. Before that no try, which should have been a no try to Toya, on the goal line, one-on-one, Crichton gets straight into him, boots, picked him up, fucking on his back. Great signs, good signs for a young Zane Harrison.
Yeah. So when you're looking at debuts, right, debuting against the Roosters who are fucking aggressive, they got big name players. He wasn't overawed at all.
They're not.
No, he just
None
wasn't.
of them have been.
Some are, some aren't. Like, you can see you can see some people made their debut. You're like, you ain't going to be a 5 to 10 year player or anything. Like, you look at him going, he's like duck to water. Didn't really faze him that much. Got him around the park, defended really well. Like, it was just, that's what I look at is defense.
Yeah.
He defended really well. Got ran at by fucking one of the most destructive runners. Elbows in the head, copped it.
Mate, Angus Crichton has made Origin halves look bad running them like that. I know, to my point, Angus is carrying an injury for sure. He's toughing it out for his club.
Yeah.
But he picked him out two times.
Got it.
Twice, I noticed that Angus wanted to get at him, and he come up really good. So congratulations to him.
Good debut.
He had a big crowd out there too watching
Good
him, which was
debut.
cool to see. Cooper Bye, minute restrictions at the moment.
Why?
Once they let him off the leash, I think it's just managing young kids.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to win.
He's in the middle too. Yeah,
They're not going to win the comp this year. It's about making sure that they're getting these kids experience whilst also managing expectations and not burning them out.
He's 100% a first grader.
He's 100% a
He's
first
a gun. He can play.
He was silky when he was on. They went through a really good period when he was on the field, 15 minutes. Then they interchanged him. They brought on, they might have moved Randall to the middle at times, who's a gun too. I love Chris
Randall's
Randall.
good defender, man.
Love Chris Randall.
I'd put Randall in the middle and just leave Bye on edge just for a while.
No, Bye's a middle.
Yeah, I know. But
to get him more minutes?
Yeah, to get him more minutes
Okay.
and just understanding, as I said, like it's an important part. It's an important position to play. Play edge, both edges, and play in the middle. Like he should be able to do that. I think he can do that.
Yeah.
And you're not in the impact zone all the time in the washing machine. You obviously I think he's more of a fucking a footy player than that. give him in the middle and just make him do all the tackles and shit. Put him on an edge, mate.
Powerful, good
He's
movements.
got everything.
He just needs to, like you say it all the time, he just needs to get those 25, 30-minute quality minutes. But that'll come with time.
Yeah.
They've got a really good one up there. The Eels 33, pardon me, defeated the Cowboys 30. It was the smallest of signs, but I noticed this in watching the game back. And I know I've got the luxury, because this game is the second game, I go back and watch this game the next day, so I can see little things that happen in games when you watch it back. 20 minutes in, Cowboys were trying to shift in yardage. There was a great arm wrestle. The Eels present a really good line, like a really good line off a shift, because the Cowboys are one of those teams that are playing footy from anywhere. They get up, they make a tackle. I think it's on Purdue. Labert gets off from the left edge, and Jack DeBellin just crunches him right in the middle. Exactly what I was saying before about Jack DeBellin and his beautiful tackle technique. Then De Silva scores a set later. You know, like moments like that, I thought were what the Eels have been representing, and they've been trying their backsides off, but they just haven't been getting the polish. And
then when he come out of 9 and just sort of just drift, sort of come out and then De Silva. That's right. You're talking about?
Yeah, but it was after just creating an error through.
But it was a weird try. They should have stopped it, like defensively.
Yeah.
It was weird how they just come rushing up in front of no one. It's weird.
Yeah.
But he's going all right for you, De Silva.
Yeah, nice game.
Fuck, he's playing really well. You can see
he's been patient.
The raps that they have had on him, and making the switch to Para, which was big, to get a starting spot. Now he's earned it. I think he's earned it.
Well, Riley Smith's injured at the moment. Yeah, he re-signed. I think he re-signed as well.
The Silver's
there
class,
is.
Siri, come on, man.
He's a work in progress, De Silva. He's got skill.
Yeah.
He overplays his hand at times.
He's been coached by Robbie Farah.
There's so much. There's so much Robbie about him.
I know.
There is.
He would have loved it if he's a Tigers junior. Who's your main dude? Robbie, mate. Robbie played in that era where the Nines were stars, man. Cam Smith, him, like he could come out.
He was definitely like he was the one.
He was the dude.
He
mate.
dictated terms at the Tigers.
He was the dude at the Tigers.
And then Benji would jump in whenever he identified a quick ruck or whatever. Yeah, but there are so many. He's just got to find that he does overplay his hand at times. I watch him and I'm like, he's just getting a little bit too confident. Where that's what Mitch is having. When Riley plays, it's service straight from the deck, and the De Silva comes on. He wants to play a little bit of footy. It's finding that balance. He's also playing with young Ronald Volkman. He's got Josh Parley at the back.
It is the balance where, because the Nines are coming back into the game of the running game, right? Because when you do get that ruck speed going, you just go, right? And he's fucking fast. See that break that he made? Like it was just he can go with the best of them. So the Nines are slowly coming back into it. Quick play doors are coming out. They're stepping out. They're kicking 40-20s again, right? Where it was they missed him for a while after Cam Smith sort of retired. You know, Reed Marnie's popping out a few more. They're all attempting him at least because they're in good position.
Quicker
and
rucks.
it's a quick ruck speed.
Yeah.
And the markers aren't square. And they can't put pressure on you. You got a free hit. Most of them, they're nearly icing them. It's only because the back three, like a Dylan Edwards and that, just never let the ball bounce. If you get a rookie, if you get a guy who swapped in, just say game day, and he's a winger and just say without the 18, 19, if you haven't got a purist fullback, he's getting dusted. He's getting dusted, mate. These kickers are too good. They don't miss.
Yeah, because those wingers haven't done a shitload of work.
There's no pendulum. There's nothing.
I want to shout out Charlie Geimer. Not the prettiest stat line, but watching the back end of the game, I was like, fuck, has Geimer been off yet? 82 minutes straight in Townsville. I know didn't look like it was super hot up there, but it's still a tough place to travel to and play big minutes. And also at the start of the year, he was not out of favour. He was not in the starting rotation.
He had to work for it.
There's been injuries and he's got an opportunity, so shout out to Charlie Geimer. I know they've got big raps on him. He needs to put on about 5 kilos, I think. But
do you reckon he's a middle? Do you reckon he's an edge?
I didn't even know what position he was playing.
I think he's middle.
He started front row, I think. Maybe Jack Williams was in the front row and he was on the edge.
If he's playing that many minutes now, he could probably put a couple more kilos on him and be 70-minute man,
Yeah.
60, 70-minute man. I rate him.
The part that I loved, a huge play from Josh Papali right on halftime too. Makes a cover tackle on Labert.
Yeah.
Sprints back from marker. Gets in the way of one of the, I think it might have been Drinky. Drinky has to push him out of the way because he gets the position to shadow the ball over the dead ball line. Penalty goes the other way.
Yeah.
When you win a game 33-30, you look back on moments like that. That'll be highlighted.
I'm happy for him because he was in our system.
Yeah.
You know,
He's been playing his ass off.
100%. And
Yeah.
got asked to leave, like they weren't going to re-sign him. And for him to go, and Jordan
Semrani's
coming off his right
Yeah.
foot.
I don't actually
Love Semrani, man.
Yeah.
Josh is one of those little typical little young fucking cheeky little pricks, right? Love him, but cheeky. He's always got that cheekiness about him. But so happy for him. But yeah, Jordan Semrani, he's my boy.
Yeah.
He come back from 2 ACLs and just fucking everyone doubted him a little bit and didn't think he was going to play first grade. Just kept at it. Just one of those really good young kids, brought up well. I'm fucking so happy for him.
So am I.
I'm really, really happy for him.
Every time I've gone into Parramatta, he's been one of the first to sort of come up, say
Dude,
hi.
he's one of the best.
Good
kids.
human.
And he
You
was
can tell
like,
he's
he
a
come
good
from
human.
Cronulla, had a big rap on him, come
Yeah.
over with ACL, then his ACL again. And then, like, you know, he just, you know, we had that pretty good run. Yeah, we signed Critter and all that sort of stuff and Bronx Cherry. And
He's quite an awkward player.
you don't know what
Like
position he is.
No, his
I don't know,
position
but he got old mate fucking in the turnstile, bang off his right foot, ended it.
Sneaky.
Called
quick.
game.
Sneaky,
Yes,
quick, strong, yeah.
Yeah, because I said, you'll end up in the back row, brother.
Yeah.
Trust me. I said, you're a fucking big dude.
Yeah.
I said, you keep losing. If you lose, I said, please maintain that speed that you got. I said, because they're going to push you in. And then it gets a little bit harder, right? Sit out there as long as you can for like 4 years, 5 years. I said, but because you defend really well and you love contact, your natural progression will be in the back row. I said, when you're about 26, 27, I reckon you'll be in the back
Rolls
row.
was playing him there last year.
Yeah, but he's jack of all trades, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a lock to be on the six-man bench
fullback.
at worst every week.
Love him.
His back, yeah.
Love him.
Good play from Moses. This is the part I'm just right at the end. Moses didn't have the best game.
No.
In fact, he had a couple of real bad plays, a couple of misses, but it's the mentality. To run down a 2 metre short side like that with the game on the line, it's crazy to say, but that's the mentality. That's what
you fucking want him in Origin, because if that happens in Origin, he's taking it.
yeah.
And I want that.
Yeah.
Because that is box office, mate. Because most halves wouldn't, because the percentage of that coming off, it can come off if everyone does their fucking job. He's too quick to burn. He burnt the markers because they weren't that. He identified who was at marker. It wasn't fucking the quickest bloke in the world, right? Couldn't get him. And I was like, oh, because this is one of the games where I knew they won. And I'm like, how did they win?
Oh, you watched it back the next day
Yeah, I watched
too.
it back the next day. And I was just like, holy shit. I said, how did they get this next one to even it up or anything like that? Within 4 minutes, they scored 2 tries.
Yeah.
That one, that's just Mitch Moses all fucking day. And that's what I love. I love that about him. He's a gunslinger. He's a fucking gunslinger.
Again.
And it comes off.
To this point, he missed the last 2 conversions. He's got to nail one of them, right?
Fuck it.
Any other player? So I was thinking about it. I was like, who would miss 2 conversions, run down a 2 metre short side? There's 2 players that in the competition.
One's Latrell.
Nah, I don't think it. Nah.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah.
There's maybe 3. There's maybe
Do you
3.
reckon Cleary would do it?
No.
I think Cleary would do it.
Walshy.
Walshy would do it. Yeah, him and Moses would be screaming into suit.
Miss 2 conversions, but then kick a 30, 40 metre field goal like he did.
Yeah.
Controversy around that too. A lot of chat.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened then. It was real
So
weird.
weird.
I was like, what happened then? I thought
It's
you had
just
to,
like,
you had
it's a
to
rule-
go tit for tat, wasn't it?
It's an outlier situation that has not been considered.
Can you explain to me, please?
Because it's a penalty, you still have to kick the penalty. Now, I've found out, like, there's been information that has been presented the last couple of days and found out on radio that no matter what, like the biggest thing that Mitch was worried about was, what if they try to kick a penalty goal or deflects, they grab it?
Well, that's what Gus said. You kick it, old mate gets it, fucking whoever's from the Cowboys, Drinky, it goes the other end.
So
Calls game.
Here's what's been, and I haven't looked into the rules, but someone has said that apparently it's a dead ball play. So regardless. So if it hits the post, goes into a player, That's, for whatever reason, as stupid as the rule sounds, that's the end of the game.
But it's not like the ref said that back to him either.
Yeah, but like, I don't even know.
I don't reckon they knew.
That's my point. Yeah. So he's gone, I don't want to take it.
But I also don't want to fucking hammer Liam Kennedy for that. I'm not hammering Mitch Moses, who was fucking clearly, like, he's been through a ton of a month.
What about the half time?
As a team.
He was going at him at half time. It was another challenge situation. He's like, you shouldn't challenge that. It was exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But I think he was right.
Yeah.
But it's still, he's not doing any good PR for himself with that, but he's just that passionate and wants to win that he's going to do it regardless.
Yeah, well.
Don't change, man.
And I want that.
Yeah,
I love it. But he's getting
Don't
hammered.
change. Well, he doesn't care, obviously.
I know he doesn't care.
No, it's great that he doesn't care, because otherwise he wouldn't be saying anything. He wants to fucking win, and if it takes him being that sort of guy, because I don't think anyone else has that much passion about fucking winning than him in that whole team. So I want that guy. I want him going as fucking hard as he can, because he's captain. He's the only one who could say that.
There's a flip side to it, right? Like, he's super passionate. Sometimes I honestly, and I've said this before, I had a strong take on it a couple of years ago. Because of the frustrations he's going through currently with the results of the Parramatta, that him and Gutho at times hammer the referee so much that no doubt in my mind, subconsciously, refs go into games against Mitch and Gutho thinking they're going to fucking complain about something.
If he comes up to me with the wrong energy.
If you watch that halftime exchange with Liam Kennedy and Mitch Moses, if Isaiah Yeo was communicating with Liam Kennedy as he's walking from the field, I guarantee Liam Kennedy stops and has a conversation with him. It's about doing it the right way, but it also goes both ways as well.
It's not what you say. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. Always say that. Like, it's just like, you can come out. I was never allowed to talk to refs because it's the wrong energy. I'm too pumped and it's fucking not really, you know what I mean? I was just like, because I'd usually say shit when they were like facing that way, like they couldn't see you. You know, but like, never ever, if you're going to try and challenge something, I wouldn't even, they'd be like, get back, right? Because you had guys like myself and Ogre and all that, very intimidating humans just coming at you, fucking Bobcats trying to get us. Fuck you, Bobcat.
Yeah, Bobcat's got the...
Bobcat had the hardest job in the world, mate. Everyone's firing up.
All right, let's get to the Cowboys side of things. Hey, this one comes from Liam Eagle. Hey, gents, L1 from day 3, the 18th man. Cowboys fan here, and I'm just jumping on here immediately after the Cowboys lost to the Eels. I'm curious on your thoughts on Dearden tackle that he was injured in. Should that have been a penalty? I believe it was. Happy to be wrong, but does that change the end of the game? Love the potty. Cheers, lads.
Well, it was that they did grab the shoulders and drop the hips, right? It wasn't going for legs straight away. That's where I look at that and go, well, it's a hip drop.
Do I believe it's a penalty? No. I would be happy with no penalty. Has that been blown a penalty a number of times in the last couple of weeks? Yes. Again, to one of my biggest pet peeves at the moment with hip drops and dangerous contact, or whatever they're labeling it as. They're waiting. Liam Kennedy's waiting for him to find out if he leaves the field. Now, here's what you can't factor in. Tommy Dearden being the toughest cunt ever. Like, there are some players that are built different. Tommy Dearden is built different. How brave he was to finish that game, now knowing what he was going through. And I'll get an example later on when he's chasing the ball down. That's why it can't be. Don't fucking wait for a player to limp off or leave the field. Our man Noel Martin a couple of weeks ago, tough as all hell. He ended up getting a penalty go his way. He limped around, but he stayed on and then even come out after half time. He's now missed the last couple of weeks with a syndesmosis injury. Like, these players are tough as nails.
Yeah.
And I don't want to highlight some that aren't, but there are also players that, you know, understand that if you hobble around after a play, you might get a penalty. So that's why referees don't wait.
Black and white.
Do not wait and figure. Have a look at the replay, video referee. Figure out if you think it's a penalty. Now, going back to my original point, he sort of got caught in an awkward position. I feel like his feet got stuck in the ground before there was contact to the legs. It's frame by frame stuff. By no means do I think it's easy. But waiting to see if Tom Dearden was going to play on or not is not the way you should be officiating. Whether you
would you just say if he got medicated, like lifted off.
I think if that happens, guess what?
No, the guy gets 10. Yeah, 100%. So that's where I've always ruled it. You got to think of it the worst case scenario, just because, and you can't measure how tough Tom Dearden is. You can't measure how tough most of these guys are. If you have a look at it on the replay, they're both reaching out, right? Not going for the legs for the tackle. They're going for the jerseys, and
Nothing
then they
malicious.
drop.
Nothing
yeah, I know.
malicious.
It's just, but it, therefore that deems as a hip drop because you're losing your hips when you just grab their jersey.
They've changed to dangerous contact now.
Yeah,
Mace.
do you know what I mean? So I'm looking
They've found a new definition to support rather than hip drop.
See, it's just like it's a hip drop. Like so, if you're doing that, if you weren't chasing anyone and you're just in a tackle and you're got in by the jersey and you just drop your hips, that's a fucking hip drop. So it doesn't matter how fast you're running, you're still dropping your hips before you got wrapping your legs around, before you're wrapping your arms around. That's what I look at it and go, it's a hip drop. In the laws of hip drops, I'm like, it's a hip drop. And now look, he's out for fucking Origin spewing.
It didn't sound good on the broadcast because like you could hear him going, Tommy Dearden, are you going off? Are you going off?
Yeah. No, like, you're going off so I can give you a penalty. Like, shut up. Get the rules.
Like, is there a little trying to be on the ref side? Is there a chance that he was like needing a pause for a substitution or anything like that?
No.
Or was it that?
No, he
you
was
think the
genuinely
reason?
concerned. You could tell because he asked Tommy straight away. I was listening to the audio as well. In fairness to Liam Kennedy, I think that is
he was just caring.
something that they've been instructed on too, because there have been examples of that.
Or was he just caring about it going, you going off? What are you doing?
Originally, he wanted to know if he was going to go off because I believe that would have factored into the decision from the.
Do you reckon it would have factored
video
in,
referee.
is he going for 10?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or a penalty. So it's like, you get nothing because Tommy's toughness. Then you show like, then other players watch that and go, if you're in that position, get off, go off. You know? Do you know what I mean? Like if that's 10-all with a minute to go,
Yeah.
you're not staying on.
Yeah.
I always look at it the worst case scenario. That's a grand final, 10-all, a minute to go. Tommy Sweet, you can still play, but
here's the
it's
thing.
a hip drop.
Here's the part where you, I guess, in fairness to the referees, there have been a number of times, and I mentioned the examples where referees have, or players, have felt players fall around their legs, and then here's the hard part because Tommy's so tough, he's the opposite. But there have been players, and this is where it goes back to the players. If you want to try to get a penalty and fake a leg injury, it may come back and hurt you and bite you later on because referees have seen examples where people have got up. You were sort of jesting at it with the Noel Martin because you thought he might have been.
Thought Noel Martin was playing.
In your fairness, Lukey, I've said the same thing before. Like I've stopped doing it because you don't know. All these players now are missing large portions of the game, but there have been a number of examples where players have faked an ankle injury, got up, fucking a minute later they're sweet. So therefore, players, it goes back to you guys, the ones that are actually, if you're not injured, stop pretending. It could be a big game. It could be a game like this for the Cowboys where it comes back and hurts you. Not to say it's a Cowboys player specifically, but there are examples. So that's where there is some sympathy to the referees on that occasion.
That sucks.
Tommy Dearden is officially out of Origin, Mace.
Oh, is he?
Who plays 7?
Oh, did they bring DCE back? Fucking hell. It could. Did he say he's retired from Origin?
No.
No? Well, then the next one's Sam Walker.
Yep.
Is Tanner Boyd getting thrown up?
Yes.
I'm not throwing any of those blokes up before DCE.
Okay, so the candidate, I had my take on it yesterday on SEN. So my take is ambitious.
It's ambitious.
What is that? What's the word for it?
Queensland
different.
don't do ambitious, mate.
Billy Slater thinks outside the box more than people give him credit for. People always think about the pick and stick. Billy's made huge moves. Stylistically, Shibasaki after Toya after 3 games, Shibasaki after an awesome year. He's dropped Papali'i. He's brought Papali'i back in. He's dropped Kirk Capewell. He's brought Kirk Capewell back in, so that doesn't rule out Ches. But he's also one of the smartest minds.
I don't know where you're going with this.
Kalen Ponga to 7.
Yeah, I saw that. Yes,
Kalen Ponga to 7. Thoughts?
Oh, I don't hate it, but I know he's not a natural 7.
The part that
But
hurts
he's a natural
me,
player, but just takes his running game out, which is good for us.
fucking Cam Munster. The part that hurts my argument for KP is Walshy, Kalen, and Munster are all left foot kicks, and I know how important kicking plans are, and especially for a guy like Billy. Billy would have the best kicking plan or instructions around kicking plans better than anyone, even any of the current coaches right now. So I think that's really crucial. That's where I think it goes back to Ches. And
just experience in that game one.
And I think the part that could go against Sammy Walker is he doesn't have a super long kicking game. People think of defensively, that's why.
Little chip.
Because Money doesn't.
He's got a bit of both.
Walshy could save him with a big kick, actually. That could favour him. He could go Sammy.
Big game this week for those boys.
Yeah.
DCE is playing, he's playing good football.
Yeah. Complimentary footy to Sammy.
Yep.
Sammy's running the show. Ches has complimented him well. Let's rank these 5 names in who you think may be the 7. Daly Cherry Evans, Sam Walker, Kalen Ponga, if he's not fullback, but it'll be Walshy. Kalen Ponga. Actually, I've got 6 names. There could be 7. Jamal Fogarty.
I heard Fogarty, yeah.
Tanner Boyd. Ezra Mam.
No, there's last 3. No way.
Okay.
So it's the top. It's either. I'm going to go with DCE because I think that he's playing good football, right? And the kicking game is very important.
As a Blue, which one of the big 3 would you be scared about the most if they were the 7? Ches, Sam Walker, or KP? What you got?
No one's throwing Ben Hunt?
Nah, Hunty would, because Hunty's been off the bench for him, so he's probably going to be on the 6-man bench.
You'd be worried about DCE because he's played at a high level. He's not overawed by the whole occasion. He's played fucking 20, 30 of these games. It's like, you're probably more worried about if you put Sam Walker in there because you just know that he plays a lot of just eyes up footy. He would suit Origin football, right? Because I just don't think they'll pick him.
He's played left and right at club footy too, which will help him.
Yeah, I reckon he could slot in there. As I was saying when I just tossed his name, Sam Walker for Origin, then I forgot about Dearden, who's locked down on the 7. Because I was like, the second best would be Sam Walker.
Clifford?
And if you're thinking about the future, because of Dearden, and Clifford.
Big kicking game, running game?
Yeah. Clifford's before some of those last blokes that you said.
Wow, huge rap for Clifford.
So back to DCE and Sammy Walker. Yeah, Sam Walker would suit Origin because he's off the cuff. He just plays footy. He's no structure, and that's what you need. He just sees everything. And DCE, if you're thinking about future, because Tommy's missing the whole 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to give DCE do you give him the 3 games, or you just try and fluke this game to get the game number 1, and then, or if you lose, then you put Sam in.
So I think it would be opposite. I think he's going to maybe
pick Sam, and then if he fucks
take a risk.
Yeah.
Take a risk on a younger, unproven guy at that level. Give Sam Walker a crack. Give Ezra Mam, Tanner Boyd, Jamal Fogarty, Clifford. Clifford's an interesting one. I reckon Billy would like Jay Clifford.
He would suit. He could play Origin. He could because he plays.
That's crazy.
He plays that sort of football.
Yeah.
He just plays eyes up. He's physical. He can hit. He's a big body.
He's playing this style of footy better than most halves right now.
Yeah.
The modern version of it.
Sam Walker can play structured, and then Sam Walker can just play off the cuff.
Yeah.
It's a hard one, man. Dearden, they're going to miss Dearden.
Big time.
He's a gun.
Big time.
But, DCE for experience, if you want to go that way, pick DCE. He's your ex-captain and everything like that. He's fucking highly respected. Do a job for you, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Still playing at a high level. Or you're thinking of the future, you put Sam Walker, he's our next man up anyway.
I think they go to the future and then have Ches, if something crazy happens.
Yeah, just go to the old. To the old boy at the end. If it's game 3, and it's the decider, and this could be Cherry's farewell,
Swan song,
and then it comes in like Alfie, and then just fucking.
What about even a 19-man spot for Ches?
No. He's 7 or 9.
It's too important to a young kid to be involved in in that camp.
And there's so many better hybrids like Clifford, Ezra Mam that you'd rather have on a 6-man bench than Ches right now in his career. Ches is the guy.
You pick Tanner
or not
Boyd
at all?
in front of Ezra Mam at the moment.
No,
It's
not
just
me.
fucking-
Not
it's
me.
just on form.
I would go Mam on form, but
Yeah.
I'm talking. Give me three-year sample size.
Yeah. Just
Ezra
give me-
Mam.
Give me 10 games.
Imagine Ezra Mam fucking. Well, what he did off the bench for them at the Broncos. in the
He's
back
a
end.
problem, Ezra Mam. I just know. Yeah, you can't have too many guns, Queensland. Just relax. But it sucks for Tommy.
Mm.
No, I don't like him because he's their best half. I don't like just missing big weeks. He's right in the prime of his career. He's the former Wally Lewis medal winner. It fucking sucks for Tommy, man.
Yeah.
Sucks for him.
Last year, Billy Slater had Braden Trindle in contention.
Yeah,
Is that a chance?
Yeah, Braden Trindle was another name. Yeah.
He would have laughed if they had won the last 2 games and he had been playing.
Yeah, Sharks
He
forms.
was.
I'm just
Sharks
going through the
is
list of
fucking
Yeah, Sharks
players.
forms hurt him.
Yeah.
He was a shout last year because he's playing awesome, and now just
No one's talked about him because
Yeah.
the last 2 games.
Sharks.
Because he's been playing good.
they're even questioning like guys like Adden and Britton at the start of the year that we would have. Now the form of the Sharks has just been. I know. Again, going back, I feel like a hypocrite now because that's the opposite of what I said. But with the Ezra situation, but fuck,
Ezra will be in there.
Ezra's had big runs into finals and played in 2 grand finals in the last 3 years and had big moments in big games.
He'd
Whereas
be
those
awful.
guys, Braden Trindle, he hasn't had big moments in big games like
He
Ezra.
would
So
be
that's my
just fucking awful to handle coming off the bench fresh, Ezra Man. And even if you put him at hooker to speed it up, because he can bang. Like he's not good. Sometimes on the edge, don't read plays that well. But you put him in the middle. It's like Brandon Wakeham. He's fucking turned into Sonny Bill in the middle. Hey?
Where the fuck does that come from?
Hey, fuck, he's had it in him. He's Fijian. He's been on an edge his whole career. You got to fucking read all these plays and be all, effective in all this shit. You have to be effective in the middle, boss.
So you have to plan your team for Thursday because that's when we're going to do
Yeah,
our
I'll fucking
Origin.
have
Yeah,
mine.
Origin preview.
Origins coming up.
Mace, we'll go through both of our
Yeah, I
teams.
can't wait.
Also,
I don't know who the fuck I'm picking either.
this sucked to hear as well. Post game, Todd Payton said that Jason Tomalolo hasn't won a milestone game. Fuck, that sucks, eh? He hasn't. So now the passing of the record. So here's what we're going to do. He is on 295. He will play 300 this year. Judging by I can lift players. I can get them over the line with my multi. So Jason Tomalolo is going to get a try.
Just with the
300,
multi, JT.
and we're going to get him over the line. That sucks to hear, but congratulations
That
to
will be-
Jason Tomalolo.
Against the Raiders, 31st of May. Is that right? They play Roosters.
Well, injuries, all that sort of stuff.
Potentially.
Yeah. We'll see how
Would
it
you
flows.
prefer it against the Raiders or the Dolphins? The
We'll
Dolphins.
send you a pair of TNs.
All right, the Knights 44 defeat the Dragons 10. Dylan Brown didn't say this tongue in cheek, but this fucking I lost it when I heard this. He was having a genuine interview with Lara Pitt after the game, and he goes, "Yeah, it was a really good arm wrestle for the first 7 minutes." And it come across, and I want to protect him as well, but
No.
I spat water out.
It is what it is.
I physically spat water out. I was like this, and I went like, and he didn't mean it in that way. I can tell it was genuine, and he went on with.
He was just telling the truth. He didn't mean it like.
fuck.
He's telling the truth. They were good for 7 minutes. Then done. See you later. Game over. The Zoo just wanted to score 5.
Here's a bad stat for Dragons fans. Close your ears right now. Close your ears.
Yeah.
Block your ears.
Whatever.
Same thing.
Works.
Don't listen.
Don't listen. Greg Marziu has scored 5 tries in this game alone, which beats the top try scorer for the Dragons, who scored in this game, who was on 4. Holy shit.
Fuck. Is that?
Say
we,
it.
we need analytics on this. Is this the worst? Like, just say after 10 rounds, top try scorer on 4 after 10 rounds. Is that the lowest since the 98 NRL season
I'll tell you what.
started? It's got to be up there.
I'll tell you what might equal it, because this is like the inside joke that we've known about for years, Luke. You know this one. I was the top try scorer, one of the top try scorers for Parramatta in 11. Bench forward, I had 4.
And you got the try machine.
That's what.
I had
Select
the try-
NRL
That's
card.
it. You got fucking rookie of the year.
I think Birdie, no, that was the second year because I was actually,
You didn't play. You played less than 11. That was a rule or something like back then? You couldn't
No.
get the rookie?
No. I think Birdie got like 10 that year or something like that. It was a down year for us across. It was so bad. So I've lived it. I know what they're going through. I can have a bit of fun with this, but also
It's pretty fun.
sucks.
Like, we said it on the weekend. So that's got to be.
Greg
It's got to be a record.
Here's a record. Greg Marzu equals the record for most tries in a game for Newcastle. Now,
Jeez.
who did he equal the try scoring record?
Tomato.
You'd think? No.
Oh, hang on.
I know who. I know who your guess is going to be next.
Not Uarte.
No.
Wait.
Here's a clue. We've just been rolling around with him recently. In the last week.
5 tries in the game. I can't think.
Bala Lee. Edric Lee.
The Big Easy.
Who's Big Easy?
What?
We've seen him.
I love the Big Easy.
Yeah.
How big is he's oh man. I forgot he had those bit of a run up in Newey.
So Edric Lee comes rolling in. He one game for the Dolphins, still doing ambassador work for him.
Good work. He's just a good dude, man. You need players late in the game. He's like, especially with the Indigenous players in the game right now, he can, he just relates to them, man.
I love when he rolled in and you just go, shit, Big Easy, what's up?
What's up, Big Easy? What's up, baby? I've never played with Big Edric or anything like that, but I've just always been a good dude.
So the closest I can find to your
From his Canberra days and everything.
The closest I can find to your stat so far was 2009 Roosters. They must have had a bad season.
2009. 2010, we'll play them back into the season.
They've had 27 in 10 games. The Dragons are 21 in 9 so far, outside of the weekend.
I'll hit up Rando to get that done. Yeah, whoever will listen to it.
God.
If Trella's out for whatever reason, Bradman Best.
Got to.
Specialist left side centre.
Yeah, I wouldn't go past him. He's done the job for us as well. He kills it. He's strong, looks fit, fucking good defender. Just proper left side centre. It's the only problem that he won't get that many origins because of Latrell.
If Latrell's fit.
Yeah, if Latrell's fit, he's getting straight into that. I'm not sure how long Latrell's out for. Is any news?
Back spasm. So Wayne thinks he's a chance of returning. Yeah.
Okay, just need to chill out for a little bit.
Yep.
But he'll be in camp. He'll be definitely in there.
That left edge, man. Marzu.
Yeah.
Bradman Best. Fletcher Sharp. Dylan Lucas.
Yeah.
Fletcher Sharp, I love it when I hear that Fletcher Sharp's a footy head. You can see it in his game because that way you're able to adapt to the games. I think it's more important now being a footy head with the changes that are currently going on. So I love that from Fletcher Sharp.
They look hard to when they're just rolling like that, they look hard to beat. They're some of the best attacking players in the game.
Definitely.
And their middles are holding the fort.
If you can go toe-to-toe and beat South Sydney with their attack, you can beat anyone in a shoot-off.
Yep.
Anyone. The jersey swap as well. Congratulations to Lukey Stowe. Mace, we are 0 from 2, me and you. Are we 0 from 2 or 3?
Who did he get?
This is the second one.
Got Cookie, like I said.
He got Cookie.
Yeah.
Was it the week before they played? Who did they beat?
I reckon he's got Trells. That's what he's not asking for.
So we missed out on Yowie.
We missed out on Yowie because he
said
went Nate,
Cleary.
and then the first week was the one where he did it.
Yeah.
Until he got Teddy.
Sorry. We were incorrect. So Teddy was the first week. Then we were incorrect with Yowie because he went Nate. Incorrect with Nate because he went Yowie. Then we got it wrong against South because he went AJ.
Yeah.
Chat got it right. We got it wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we got it wrong with Val, but Lukey got it right.
Yeah.
So who are they playing this week? We'll see it on Thursday.
It should be a little
it's a fun game.
Going. It's a good game.
A fun game.
I'm going to have to get some inside info to start with.
No, don't cheat.
Come on.
I know he's your boy, but don't cheat.
I'm going to have to.
Dragons.
Just for one game.
Similar, Dean Young, similar to Ciro. He actually gave the outside backs a massive spray. He said both Ciro and Dean Young said the middles are working hard. The outside backs are not making their tackles. I loved that Dylan Egan has returned as well. 70 minutes straight. Impressive. Hamish Stewart on the other edge. Good young forwards, but just got absolutely rolled early on.
Pumped.
Yeah. They got the Panthers this week, Mace. At Magic Round.
That's bad, man. I just can't see any.
What time?
I think it's a Sunday game.
I think it could be closing the round out.
Yeah.
Is it?
It'd be us from starting straight from the
Yeah,
W.
it is.
Straight from the W watching that.
6:25.
Shape.
Imagine waiting the whole weekend to play the Panthers at 6 o'clock. What did the Dragons need in that game? Torrential rain.
Every Panthers player to go down with fucking COVID.
No, Dragons need torrential rain right now because that will just make things just messy enough where they can just because they're trying their fucking ass off.
They are no fucking hate on the Dragons. Like they've already copped enough. All right, the new regime is in, and he's still got the same cattle. Let's just not think a coach comes in there and just changes everything. It's not Foz. They had good cattle to start with. Seabold did. So the Dragons didn't really. So
that's fair. Manly had a better roster than what the Dragons had on paper.
Yes.
23 and partly sunny.
Yeah. Perfect conditions to play.
What's the record this year? I think
score record. Has anyone cracked 70 yet?
No,
that could be a 70. Actually, you know what? Penrith fuck around a little bit too when they get in these games because they're so much better.
You'd be looking to get in the Origin camp as well.
Yeah.
You'd be playing with a little
bit. That's a factor.
Little bit of a dinner suit on.
Well, they could get to 55, 60 minutes, be travelling so well and take Nathan Yowie and do off.
Even 50 minutes. I'd be going 50 minutes. And just because the Dragons can't really put that many points on.
Some would say the Dragons might need a little bit of magic to get this game done.
We'll play. You like that one too. He's keen. Let me just go to Tom.
It'd be interesting to see, right? Like on my little four-man, like how many tries they let in, like the worst defenses on, like just say if you got a pretty low four-man on both sides and a couple of shitty middles.
How do you?
I don't know. You can measure it. Like just say, like, I'm not saying, just say not dominant middles. You know, like just like aren't really good defensively, but they can play big minutes. You know, like it's
hard.
There's a heap of teams. The ones that are in the bottom 8 have got those couple of really good positional players not playing that well or out of form or not in the side.
That's a hard stat to find that one because then you've got to
I'm just going by the eyeball test and I can see it.
Yeah.
Every team that I see, I'm just like, yep, because the middles are like this and the 3-man's like that and the 4-man's like that. I can see it straight away because that's where you'd be attacking. And then the best teams, I'm just like, there's no fucking weakness. You try and get at Panthers, they only got one or two maybe, and he's just going to make that a strength play, Solangi. He's the only one that we exploited a little bit, but nothing else. Nothing else.
Yeah, they're so dominant with the footy that it makes it hard to actually attack any sort of weaknesses that they do have. The Rabbitohs 36 defeat the Sharks 12. Silver lining, watching this game, I was blown away that the Rabbitohs were sort of just so dominant in this game with all the injuries that they've got at the moment as well.
I bet the Sharks.
Silver lining for the Rabbitohs, the past few years, the reps that Jai Gray's got at fullback and now made that spot his own. Our man iron sharpens iron, Tallis Duncan. He's playing so good. He is fucking bashing people too.
Strong, man.
So physical with and without the ball.
Yep.
Our man Lachlan Hubner, who always looks like he's fatigued when he runs out of the tunnel but keeps turning up.
So he's done a Bronco before he runs on.
Fuck, mate. His shot.
Mate. Oh, that shot.
His shot on Talakai. That was up there with, remember at the start of the year I had Jakey as a nomination on Jason Tomalolo. Hubner right up there on Talakai as well.
Because of who you're hitting, man. Yes. No one hits Talakai. No one hits Taumalolo.
No.
Perfect tackle tech, man.
And Ashton Ward gets a shot this week too. No, Jamie Humphrey's missing as well. Wayne said it after the game. Shout out to the real Latrell. Fuck, he looks silky.
Hey.
No wonder everyone's been talking about him for so long. I've noticed that there've been highlights on from the Kuri knockout and stuff over the last couple of years. Latrell Sigwald, he looked
just where have you been?
He just looked so calm.
Yeah, like where you been? Natural. Why haven't you played 100 games?
Well, he's been up at Brisbane for a bit and he was behind Walshy and then they had someone else that was in front of him there, so it was hard for him to get a game.
Yeah, right. I was just like,
Wayne was saying in the presser after, like he's probably a more natural ball player, as in like 7-6-1, but the way the game's playing and what he's been doing, and I think he's been playing in the centres in New South Wales Cup for him. Remember Latrell Mitchell told us about both him and Talanoa Penatani in the off-season, a couple of good young centres. Fuck, they've got some depth there in South Sydney.
Well, you know, Cody ain't getting any younger, and if he is a 6, you know, you would be
That's
just eyeballing him. You'd just be showing. You'd be just Cody's arguably, I reckon, one of the best ball players of the modern era. He's Cliffy Lyons 2.0.
Yep.
Easily. In this era of defence.
Yep.
And if I was that young kid, I'd just be looking at two of the greats. So you got Latrell there and you got Cody. I'm just looking at everything. Just picking the eyeballs out.
What's
of everything,
Cody's situation?
asking questions non-stop, just, like how they do this, what they look at, what they see in shape. You got the best, and you got the best coach there, mate. You just be doing your apprenticeship there, just asking so many questions, and he's a future player, man. How old is the real Latrell?
I think he's about 21 or 22.
Okay,
Can you have a look at that?
Perfect,
Actually, I'll get
Seawald, sorry. How old is
Seawald.
he?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Trell.
Sieg. What's his Trell what?
He is
22?
25.
25.
Is he?
So
Oh,
young.
he's a bit older.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's cool. Even better. I love the story even more now with the opportunity. So congratulations to him. I love those guys that just keep plugging away and working hard, working at their game.
Well, have a look who did that. Cody Walker.
Yeah,
Before him.
there you go.
It's
What a
perfect,
comp.
It's a perfect comp just to see, just eat, just be eating out like
Cody's off contract.
his
2026.
brain, just asking so many questions.
Mm.
Here you go. Here's an interesting one. He's eligible to play for France at the World Cup.
I'll be
Oh,
playing.
there you go.
The Baguette's coaching, I think. Put a good word in for you.
I'd play if I was him. That'd be great experience.
yeah.
Yeah, French connection.
Great
comes from
experience.
His paternal grandfather, who lives in Walgett, so
Yep.
that's the connection. He always played for WOC.
Yes, he did.
Is he a Walgett
at the
boy?
corner. His grandfather is. He does play
okay.
for Walgett in the
Right.
Koori knockout.
Yeah, because they got all the cash. That's why.
France coach Laurent. Is Laurent the baguette?
Cashed
Yeah.
up.
What? How do you say surname?
Laurent.
Oh, Laurent is actually the coach.
Yeah.
Told ya.
The baguette.
So I said I'll put a good word in
I
for
saw
him.
Laurent the other day.
Yeah,
I forgot to say he's with Robbo because him and Robbo are close. So I ran into him. I didn't get a chance to have a proper conversation, but he was rolling out and I was rolling into the commentary box and he's with
I'd
Robbo.
love
As
to
that,
knock into
he's
him.
here. They're scouting facilities for the World Cup. for
There
the
you go.
trainer.
There you go. Yeah.
He was also there we go, player of the tournament 2023 Koori Knockout Festival.
Yeah,
He's
right.
silky,
Can
mate.
play, man. He's
Play.
natural.
Yeah. He don't get this twisted. The way he tipped on to AJ was as good, or a little bit cleaner than even Troll's been putting him over, because Troll wants to bullet people and then give it to him most of the time. And I know he's got that. Troll's got this one.
Yeah.
Troll's got that one really quick. Like,
Yeah.
nice. Good
Yeah.
shout on Cody Walker. He could be the
Could be the next one.
next in line.
What yeah, they look sharp, man. That's a dangerous team they got there. Dangerous team. Especially doing that to the Sharks, man. The Sharks are good. They're good.
What's happening with them?
I don't know. They just seem to
Mate's just looking down at my notes. I've always
I know.
got
Then
detailed
you
notes.
just said, what the fuck is happening with the Sharks? I'm like, this is exactly what I was thinking. I was like, I'm not sure. It's just a couple of teams, like even my Bulldogs and, the Sharks and Melbourne. Like Melbourne got a good win, but it's teams like, like Parramatta won on the weekend. Like,
what do you
like,
think? What do you
the
think?
fuck is happening?
What do you think? I've got that in the notes. Only one more win than the Dogs.
Because we've got them this week.
Oh no, fuck, I don't
No?
know that. No.
Oh.
That's not the reason I have it.
Similar things are happening.
It's the difference between being a huge club like you guys are and being a local. Yeah, they've got support. And Sharks fans hate me because.
No.
But when you're going through a period like the Sharks are right now,
You'd think we'd have never won a game all year.
you can galvanise, right, and you can fight your way out of it because you don't get as much media attention. The Dogs are just one game less than the Sharks right now, and it feels like they're dramatically so far apart.
If we had a jagged a game against the Eels or Dolphins, Broncos or whatever, or
Sure.
even won all three, right? Like we'd be sitting on 14 points. but
here's,
we're not.
You're both super talented teams. I believe you've got enough talent to win more games than you are on.
Yeah. The beauty of it is it's round 11.
I both think the reason I got the Dogs, and I'm comparing them, and it's even better now that they're playing this week. I like both coaches. I love Ciro. I love
good,
Fitzy. They've been right up there the last couple of years. Have they both not adjusted to the style? When you looked at the start of the season, when they made adjustments to the rules, I would have thought it would have favoured both of them, in different ways. But
I thought that half
not happening.
that half they played against the Roosters. I'll go back a couple of weeks ago when they were in Perth. I'm like, that's a fucking team there.
the first half,
The first half. Second half got blown out by 30, and they haven't been the same since. They've lost 3 in a row.
I'll tell you 2 players that haven't been talked about enough because they're not spine players that have, at the start of the year, people blowing up at me, Sharks fans blowing up about me not having the Sharks in my 8. And a huge part of it was I think the barometer for the Sharks is Ronaldo Mulitalo.
Yeah, he's their spiritual animal, isn't he? Do you know
And
what I mean?
does he-
he's like, and it's weird to say that from a winger, but I've said this for years. He's their dude.
Is he? What do you always say? Is he a habitual line stepper?
Oh, he's a habitual line stepper.
That's one of your favourites.
Big time. Yeah, I love it.
He is the quadruple OG of that.
Antagonistic. He's got it all.
They're missing some swag. They've got no confidence. Ronnie's apparently a chance this week. I think if Ronnie returns, he can make a huge difference to this team. There's no big personalities in that Sharks team, and he pisses teams off. So for better or worse, sometimes I look at Ronnie and go, oh, you might be able to get this team fucking into the match here with that. But also, I think his teammates feed off it. And I think they've been missing him. And another person in a different way who the Melbourne Storm have been missing because of the threat he is and the X factor, and it's in the name, Xavier Coates.
Yeah.
Xavier Coates,
the other boy went all right, Warbrick.
Yeah.
He was on one yesterday.
Yeah.
But I could see the energy that he was putting out when he scored. He was hitting his chest and everything. I said, you love that from your wingers.
Yeah.
They're the ones that got to bring that energy all the time. The middles are too fucked, especially in today's game, to bring it the whole time.
Yeah.
But you got these outside backs, man, that can make these spectacular plays and really energize that team. And he's been doing that for 5+ years. Ronnie.
Yeah, I think both wingers returning, we'll see a different energy for the teams. Yeah. Nasiani Patel's been dropped.
Oh, is he? Okay.
I think he was originally dropped, but then there was reports of
so who's taking his space? Stone Street and
Hiroti.
Hiroti, okay.
So no, sorry, ankle. Apologies.
I thought he was playing it right.
Yeah, I did. No, so I believe he got injured in New South Wales Cup.
Okay.
So originally he was dropped. Maybe someone can confirm that for me, Sharks fans, if you let us know. Jesse Ramian's still missing as well.
He's a big loss. A lot of because what has gone missing a little bit, but it's coming back a lot, is offloads, right? Offloads fuck teams up. Second phase, fuck team. It really ruins the middle. The middles are already fatigued enough. You get that late offload, ding, 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 through the ruck again, and that gets ruck speed. You know how much a killer. If you're right 4, left 4, middle, you get that late offload from Taumalolo.
It's a killer.
Look what he did on the way. Yeah, that beautiful offload. You get 3 around you, 1 up. Mate, we miss that. And we miss that as well. In our game, the Bulldogs, it all comes from running hard.
Nice controlled offload.
I never used to try and offload. Just used to happen because I used to run hard.
Yep.
I'd never, ever premeditate an offload at all.
Yep.
It'd come off me running hard. And I think Max King's getting missed a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
I reckon.
Yeah,
So big shout for Max. I think Max might be close. It's been 4 weeks? It's usually 4 to 6.
You haven't had your front row pair.
I want Max and Big Leo.
Thompson.
So Leo's played a month of football now.
Yeah.
That's it. I reckon he's getting out some good minutes. He's trying his ass off. When you try your ass off, you see him drop a few balls here and there, a few mistakes, cut that out. So Max would be a good compliment for Leo.
All right. Anything else? Oh, I want to give Keon and AJ a shout. 2 players that are clearly busted. Like AJ can't even take the ball underneath. Do you see that? He couldn't even take it under the post.
How's he playing? Who's like that last week? I thought he'd be out for sure.
Keon and AJ.
He keeps scoring fucking tries.
Yeah.
I bet who's slyly just saying, can you just stop, Tubes? Just stop scoring tries so I can get to at least 200 by the end of the year. I might get you.
And fucking Milky Jenkins was watching fucking some tries over the weekend going,
hey.
Thought that ward was mine already. Started some players applying some pressure. Seagulls 32 defeat the Broncos 4.
Performance.
Joey Walsh has now played in the last 2 weeks Nathan Cleary, and they lost the game 18-16. And then this week, he played a team led by Reece Walsh.
Yep.
And my biggest takeaway out of watching him in the last couple of weeks is he looks like he's the star.
Yeah.
Do you get that feeling?
Yeah, I do.
He's got swag, man.
Yeah.
He kicked that 40-20
That was beautiful.
Bit of a cheeky smile on his face, looking around. He's enjoying every moment of it. There's been so much chat around him. I know he debuted last year and played a game off the bench. Sometimes, early on in the show, I think we're talking about another young half, Zane Harrison.
Yeah.
These young kids, they're not
overawed.
They're not overawed by the moment. In fact, I think they thrive in it. And he is loving playing footy right now. I can see some traits that are the way he sets plays up. And I mentioned it last week with the way he attacked the game defensively to start the game. I can see the Foz, what's the word?
Influence.
The Foz influence on him in some of the traits early on.
Digs in the line good.
Mate, he looks good. I know.
He's got the best coach at if he can teach you that, you know what I mean? That's half the battle with some, going back to the St. George game, both those halves 5 meters from the line before they pass it. 5 meters. This guy's digging into the line already. Foz used to take it straight in there. You know what I mean? Like, it's so easy for defenses to come up and just like chase from the inside, or especially with like in King Tonga. Like he just drops a person off or just fucking digs in early ball. It's just you're not doing anything to the line, especially in defenses like today.
I feel like Cade Reid digs in the line.
Cade Reid can dig in the line. He's only played 2 games,
tough
right?
bugger.
And he's small, right?
Yeah.
He's only going to get bigger. But Joey Walsh.
But also, to your point quickly, Cade Reid and like in King Tonga don't have Foz teaching them how to play the position. That's a huge advantage.
That's what I was just getting
Walsh.
to with Joey Walsh.
Yeah.
I'm like, now he's got the king of that in the last 15 years at you every day, giving you cues on how to do it
and training
and just them. and looking, because I think there was a place where I think Foz did an interview where he had to really change his game a little bit, right? Because then you
that was with Toddy and Mitch,
for
their
and
podcast.
And it was a great sort of take because he's like, okay, well then I was digging in the line and Fozzie just plays short or he goes out the back. Then he's like the ball over the top, a little kick. So he started like. Yeah, and then so imagine having that guy really young telling you all this stuff. You can't put a price on that.
Foz has got the job. It's done.
If he wants it, it's his.
It's done.
Apparently, it's in talks.
Yeah, they've
ride the wave while you can.
Is that
it's done?
Is that a Danny Wilder over here?
No, not an exclusive. It's just like the eye test.
Oh yeah,
the eye test, and I've said this yesterday on radio as well. I think I might even mention it last week on the potty. How can you not now? Imagine the fans and members. Imagine if they went with someone else. Now I think it's about finding out who his team's going to be. Who he's surrounding.
Exactly what you said. Like you just say he gets you. He's going to get you in the 8. He's going to push for. Like they've got a team there, right? They've got a decent team. Tommy's going to come back late in the year.
Yeah.
And then you make the 8 and just. No, I'm good. I'll go back to assistant. Yeah, let's go back to assistant. No, who do you want? You want MB? Come back in and take my job. No, it's mine. I've got a taste of it now. I can run it. I know what it feels like.
I want to make this clear as well. Fozzie has all the humility in the world where even if he was demoted back to an assistant coach or viewed to be demoted, he would be team first and he would have that coach's back. It's not going to be Foz. It's the fans won't allow it.
No.
The members won't allow it.
I've
now had to change my opinion on it as well because I've got to be realistic. The run that they're on, the way that the players are performing for him, is he going to go through tribulations as a coach? No doubt. But we're going to find out because he's going to get the job.
They're not going to not let him get the job.
What's an appropriate
Here.
What's an appropriate contract for
3-year contract. No, 4-year contract. 900 a year.
What's Benji on? Whatever Benji's contract is, copy and paste.
Renegotiated during all the drama.
Give him 4.
He's in a fucking stronger position than Benji.
He's in a fucking
That's
way
fair.
strong. He's in the strongest
With all
position
due respect
in the
to
comp.
Benji.
He's in a stronger position than Wayne.
Foz has gone fucking 5 from 6 and that loss was against Penrith.
Oh,
Are you kidding me? By 2 points.
Just beaten.
Fuck.
He's the man. And this is look what he's doing. He's got 4 pints, calling 4 and pints. Like every Manly, any Manly supporter is loving it now.
They smashed the Broncos.
Smashed them.
With Reece Walsh, Ezra Mann, Paddy Carrigan, Ben Hunt. I know they're missing Payne. Xavier Willison has been destroying teams the last couple of weeks. Neutralised.
Yeah, I wonder why. I reckon he had too much respect for Big Hamole. You know, maybe he just didn't want to get put on a poster.
If you give X fair possession, then he has his moments.
Back foot the whole time.
Broncos were sloppy across the board.
Were bad,
they were out energized.
Yeah.
They were Fosboard.
Yeah.
They were Fosboard.
By the back end, the second half was done. And they weren't helping themselves. Poor Carrigan was getting licked the whole game.
I don't want to be a hypocrite and not go back to my points that I've said early on. But if you think about me trying to fucking I'm trying to be protective of a guy who I want to have a huge career, and I thought about him being an outlier. I think the positives outweigh the negatives now. Like I've seen enough over a 6 week. Is it going to be problematic for him once he goes through a rough period? And there will be rough periods at some point through his coaching career. Yeah, fuck it. But guess what? There probably hasn't been a player in the last 15 or 20 years that's dealt with as much adversity that he's had to deal with as a player as well. With injuries, off field, changing clubs, different systems.
No better person.
Before, and I said I'd go back to this conversation. Before he returned to Manly, because Des threw him a lifeline, no one wanted to touch him as a player. He was almost done. He said it himself.
Yeah.
So, I think that there are now too many. There are too many pros.
And I think he's really enjoying it himself right now. He knows he's going to go through. This ain't going to last forever, and you're right into the winning competitions and everything like that. But like he's there every day, enjoying his life, enjoying football. It'd be fucking awesome for him, mate. I love seeing him. I love seeing him succeed. Love him because I love him as a person. I know what he's been through. Just to see him up in the box and just little laugh here and there. Because you got to be a bit stoic up there. And put on a bit of a persona where you know what he's like. He's fucking laughing inside.
There was some stuff stylistically, not stylistically. I can see his style without knowing some stuff that we worked on as an edge during my time there. I can see some stuff that he's implementing that's different from Siebes.
Okay, yeah.
Don't want to give that away because I know refs are watching, coaches are watching.
I just like the fact that they've got a guy like Brandon Wakeham who's coming out and just fucking playing footy. Like where they get him from. He wasn't wanted from the Tigers. He was going through a little bit of shit off the field, and then they bang. Okay, let's put him at 9. No one ever thought about putting him in 9.
Credit to Siebes. Siebes started him at 9 at the start of the year, but Foz stuck with it. He's playing unreal right now. He's playing
defence, mate. And that's confidence. Now he's coming out of the line just trying to flog blokes.
Siebes is on Agenda Setters tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a watch. Shout out to Agenda Setters tonight. Yeah. That's going to be a fun watch.
What can you say?
Man, I've said this a number of times too, and sometimes I feel like we've got to say it because we've got high praise of Fozzie. I like Siebes.
Siebes good bloke, mate.
I've met Siebes a number of times. Siebes is a good dude. Did his time run out at Manly? Yes. Did he have to move on? Yes. I don't mind the person.
Mate, he's not a bad person. No one said that. It's just he just didn't connect with that group. It's like Flanagan with St. George. We always say it before that there's nothing wrong with these coaches. They can all coach. It's about getting to that group. Yeah. Does that group fucking love what you're selling? Are they buying what you're selling?
Yeah.
They only buying what you're selling.
They're all in on Foz.
They're all in on Foz. But Foz can sell him fucking anything he wants. Buy it.
Sell me that pen.
Yeah.
What is it from
Come here.
Wolf
Sell
of Wall Street?
me the pen.
Sell me that pen.
That's what he's
Kieran Foran.
Yeah, Foran. He buys himself. He's the king. Wow, man. I want to know what Takayaho's done.
Oh, so Takayaho, serious broken tibia and fibula while scoring.
It's a leg injury.
Yeah. Fuck it. I thought he was groin.
Because he caught it behind him too, a little bit, and then he couldn't straighten his body back up. Tip fib?
Tip fib.
It's the season, man. Fuck. He's only just come back from. That sucks, man. I love Siwa.
He's really important.
He's so important to that rotation. That rotation, man. Because he's playing some 2018-19 football.
I tell you who does he bring out the best in?
It's fucking Hamole.
The other one.
And the other one, Big Paseka, played unreal.
Yeah.
But that whole Tongan connection. It's about 6 Tongans in there, man.
Yeah.
Kohler. Fuck. Hopewadi.
I know he got limited minutes under Foz early on. I think they're trying to take their time with him. Let's see Big Simeone now.
The Tongan connection is real out there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let's see him. He's got to step up to the plate now because
you just got to get a massive big leg tat to get into the game. That looks solid. Amole started that. And if you want to be in that Tongan gang out there, get the leg tat. It's wicked.
Hey, little one too. I put this on my story. I don't know if you guys noticed this. The fuck was that touchy doing? Mate, these officials are glitching. That's what I wrote. I had fucking again players.
I was wondering what you were talking about.
I had so many players messaging me. Like, if I went on now, I'm putting up clips in that. I got people like,
good.
You should do like we were talking about. Like I made the video on the weekend. You should just record your screen and go, "What's doing?"
I know.
100%.
It's
You're at the games, mate.
It's not my style. I
Yeah,
get it. It
it's-
works. I know the content
You need,
works.
wanna get 100?
you need Lukey behind you with your phone.
Yeah, literally.
Just behind you.
No, I get that content works, but I'd rather just talk about it on
I'm
here.
with you, mate.
But
Don't worry
fucking
about it, I'm with you. Just do what you're doing.
Send me the video of it, and I'll clip that.
okay, sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clip this up, Lukey. Take the cred.
Yeah.
The touchy, and I reckon because it affected the touchy, 2 minutes later, there was a cross kick to Jason Saab, who, by the way, cannot come down with the ball. Sabi, you know what Sabi is? I wrote it in my notes. He's that wide receiver in the NFL. Mate, you'll know who I'm talking about, where they just send him deep
Go deep.
because they want to get pass interference
Yeah.
or they want to open it up for the players that are just
Yeah.
in the short and intermediate routes.
DJ Metcalf.
Sabi is 6'6".
DJ Metcalf.
Nah, Metcalf comes down with it every now and again. He's Marquez Valdez scouting.
Scouted. He is. Oh, he should have 10 tries this year.
He should be Daniel Tupou. Why does fucking Sabi not come down with the ball?
Where's the game? Was it yesterday? Who was it like fucking Will Walbrick
Yeah.
coming down with the specky. Knees in the back of the fucking scapulas.
You know what they need to invest in with
What was
Sabi?
Favola out there?
They need to invest in, because guess what Melbourne have? And what do the Roosters have?
Yeah, they all had
Roosters
swans.
have got
Swans.
Roosters have got Nick Davis from the Swans. Melbourne have been using AFL for years.
Manly needs to go.
Fosball needs to get someone one-on-one with Sabi to fucking come
Because
down.
have you seen the training? I've seen the back five get
Pants and
trained.
stuff.
He run up and they jump
Getting trained by AFL people with they've got different pads and shit like that, man.
He refuses to come down with one.
He doesn't he doesn't want to score.
And even
like that. He don't want to score like that. He just wants to stay on the sideline.
Even his tapbacks are just never work.
Hand eye is not. Come on, Sabi. This tries there waiting for you because he should be that aerial threat. I bet you give him a basketball, he fucking 360 it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got hops.
Joey Walsh had kicked to him 6 times because it's Karapani.
Fucking Hopawati.
Karapani had to hold him because he was worried about it. In the end, they just let him go because fucking.
Karapani stood there. He's I'll tackle you when you get down. You won't get down with it.
There's 3. So Lockie Hunter is a former Western Bulldogs and Melbourne AFL Premiership player.
Yeah.
He now applies his trade at the Manly Warringah Wolves in the AFL.
You know,
so
get some
better training.
Yeah.
Go get Plugger. Get Plugger to come out and fucking hide.
What's the Warwick Kappa?
Warwick Kappa would do it. Someone get Warwick Kappa out and help fucking Sabi catch a ball.
You know, I remember watching the Tigers documentary. They've got Heath Shaw as well.
He's
former
sure
AFL player.
Mate, there's a fucking plethora of AFL people that would love to help. Because
I always see Mitchy Moses and walking around with the AFL ball in like the pre-game stuff. A lot of players.
Interesting.
have a look how they
I've never
kick,
noticed
mate.
that
And it's not even about catching, mate. How they kick the ball, the striking of the ball. Perfect strikers. Guys like, that's Moses, like, he's one of the best end over end. So's Cleary. All those guys can spiral it and do all the other stuff with the league ball, but they can do fucking magic with the ball. I've seen Fev just fuck around when I did a couple of things last year for Netflix, just fucking around with the ball. Like we muck around at training. It's just like he's just mucking around, just doing these. Can I hit that? Like a bin was like, we're in the sheds. And he goes, can I kick? I'll kick it in that bin. It was so that, in Parramatta Stadium, Parramatta, so you can hit the roof and everything, like it was way up the other end, straight in the bin.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a fluke. I've done it again. I said, accurate, mate. That's what they do.
There you go. Perfect timing. I hit Nath up. But this is like fantasy related. We were in a fantasy group chat. And this is after the game last night. And I go, to the point, couldn't work couldn't work much better than.
Is this for the show?
I go, mate. I said, can you tell me one thing? This is like, I never ask him footy related stuff too because we just keep it all NFL stuff. How much time do you allocate per week for trick shots like that dropout from yesterday? He goes, I wouldn't say it's a rigid certain amount of time each week. It's not something I do every week, but more so just multiple reps over multiple years.
Fucking does it since he was 10.
He's been trying it for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said in the presser after he hasn't been happy with his short dropouts in the air, so he just fucking pulled that one out of nowhere.
That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
How do you stop that?
No,
you can't.
You got to be sitting right on the 10 metre there and have fucking hands like like you're in the slips for West Indies.
But it was like,
oh, India.
It was not only half a metre over the 10 metre line, it bent
like Beckham.
half a metre before the 10 metre line. So
who was on the edge there because you just went
Seb Chris.
Oh,
I think it was Seb Chris.
He just went fuck.
What are you going to do? You can't because you can't touch it before it gets over the.
It's a lose-lose.
It's elite execution.
Yeah, it is.
Elite. But
and you know what it is? I mean, I hear the commentators, oh, he's really shanked that. He don't shank that, mate.
No. Speedy was the opposite. Speedy was saying.
Those the ones that I was listening to.
So Speedy wants to change the rules. He wants, he said on Channel 9, he wants to see, if you put it across the ground.
I don't watch it on Channel 9.
Huh?
I was watching it on Fox. So someone said on Fox, he shanked it.
Okay, yeah. But
so
I'm just
like, he fucking trains like that all the time, mate.
But yeah, so he was saying that if you put it across the ground, rather than the defending player having to wait for it to see if it crosses the 10 metre line, you can go after it.
So it's like a bounce rule, basically.
Yeah. Thoughts?
Inside the 10, it bounces
I don't
twice.
like it.
No.
You
got to sit there and suffer.
I liked how Mitchell was driving it long. Just go back to long.
Yeah, well, but guess what?
Yeah, true.
If Mitchie, if Nathan puts in fucking years and years of work to perfect an art like that and come up with the ball, like so be it. Like not everyone can do that. Yeah. So fucking that would be my pushback.
Now it'll be like a World Cup. There'll be like a 6-man wall standing on the sideline.
And then he just grabs his short in front of him. Yeah. How do you stop it? He can go left, right, high. Remember that dart he's got from where he can put it like 30 metres out and it goes at the back rower, and the back rower's like thinking, all right, I've got to run and jump.
I'm surprised more kickoffs aren't like that. Like get your toe behind it and it's just like this awkward bouncing.
Because of its the possession and field position at the start of the games. It's very important to get into it. Yeah.
They don't mind doing it. Remember me and Kiri were talking about it when we did our golf thing all the way back then. Because teams are willing to defend their line and they don't have to do a 70 metres, 50 metre sprint, you're conserving energy whilst also the momentum when getting the ball back. That's why they do it for dropouts and not kickoffs. Broncos. Fuck, we didn't even talk about them. Yeah. Did you see Walshy running into Hamole?
Yep. Why? Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yeah, it's ballsy, but like, Hamole's on one, man. He's smacking everything that comes near him.
Why do you think he did it?
Just to try and set the standard?
Yes.
That's obviously why. I'm just like, they're not following. You don't have Payne Haas in your team. They didn't have the damn
Here's my argument to that. A couple of years ago in Origin, remember he caught him off guard? Origin 1, he did it. His first game, he picked out Payne Haas and ran straight into him. I think it caught Payne Haas by surprise.
I think so too.
Guess what? Origin 2, he tried to do it. They got into it.
Oh no, he can't do that. He don't have that body weight. And Hamole's a good defender because he knows he comes off his left, and he jammed him in that he had him on his outside, so he had to come off his left, and it was just perfect timing. Ballsy from
I love the mindset.
I love the mindset that Walsh he's going, all right, what can I do? How can I help the boys?
Trying to influence the game here.
And then just get fucking pumped. And then wrong places to do it. 4 points just went mental.
For whatever reason, this is 2 years back to back now where they've played their worst games at 4 points. Now it's been under Fosball, it's been under Seabold. They struggle against Manly.
There's a record there. They haven't won out of the last 25 games. They've lost 20 or something like that.
You know, the most head scratching part about it is I've watched Manly go up to Suncorp at Magic Round for years and just get dominated. Remember
it's weird.
3 or 4 years where, for whatever reason, when they play at 4 Pines, Madge at least under Madge in the last couple of years, been dominated both games
easily too. Yeah, I don't know. It's just we can't really put I don't know. they just drop too much ball. You can't play like that. You can't play like that. And against a team, the Seagulls, who were on and they were completing most sets and they were just at a high level, you can't just be dropping the balls like that. Fucking like right at the line too. How many were just right at the line? Like Ezra probably had his worst game I've seen him play.
Ezra was off.
He was way off. Like Ben Hunt was off. Like everyone was off.
Ben Hunt was off, yeah.
Like no one.
Paddy Carrigan was trying really
Carrigan
hard.
was just getting pumped, man.
Yeah.
He's tough as fuck, Paddy, but you know, when he put him in the front row, he's got to play a different role. He doesn't get on the third sort of way, the third wave, and have all the good shape and everything like that. They really miss. That's why they miss Payne Haas.
Just trying to check the numbers because I haven't had a look at the numbers yet for Willison. Yeah, 13 for 104. Played 80 minutes too. Yeah, sat out there.
It was momentum against them the whole game. They just didn't look like scoring a try.
A couple of really bad offloads, like
just
without
not play,
concentrating.
just not smart footy IQ. Fucking Kohler, man. Kohler's got to be. He's in elite form, right? Next week when we do it, Thursday when we do the Origin teams, I don't know what to do with him. It's going to be out of him. Who's him and Strange for that 18 or 19.
Okay, save it for next Thursday.
I'm just thinking like that. Who can be that real cover for everything?
I'm with you.
I don't know what to do.
I'm with you. I'm. Here we go.
Yeah,
I've got Kohler as part of my 19, but we'll see on Thursday where he ends up. All right, Storm 44 versus the Tigers 16. Justin Morrell wrote this in the comments. I commend you, Justin Horo.
I thought you
for your absolutely beautiful tips on Melbourne's current Big Three to take this game on and all score. Absolutely loving your work. Got it done before halftime. Now, there have been comments around hitting these sorts of multis, and we do this responsibly, of course, with our partners at the tab. So, for those who aren't aware, I do 3 multis per week. I have done 9 rounds because I missed a round where you boys helped me out. You got a round done for me. How did you go during that period?
We got the wrong burns.
Wrong burns?
We're one off.
But you did have a little dig at me too that I hadn't got it done in a while, and I noticed that. So I'm bringing it up now.
Petty. Come on, Tom.
27 games. So if you put $10 on per game, that equates to $270 you have outlaid on the season so far.
Winning.
I had just after the weekend now, I've only hit 3, but this is where you do it responsibly. Just have a little 10 on it. The Storm multi that I hit yesterday, 26s.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's $260 in the kitty, off from $10. I had the Knights and Raiders multi about 3 or 4 weeks ago, 21s. There's an extra 210. And to start the season, people forget about this one, but the Dolphins and Rabbits in round 1, that only paid 10s. But that's a return of $570 for your investment throughout the year. You are $300 in the green for people that are playing at home and punters. Now, if you have been playing along and you're a supporter of my tips, you will know that I've had a number of games where I've had 2 try scorers and just missed out. But this is where I separate myself from others. I don't pick wingers. You would have noticed that I don't pick wingers. And I'm not going Alex Johnson at $1.40, $1.50. I'm picking value plays. So therefore, it's a little bit harder to hit. But when we hit, we get some good value. And more often than not, go on and watch the description of the tries that I get.
Yes, that was good.
There's levels.
Yeah, it was cute.
There is levels.
That was awesome.
So I'm talking my talk right now. And I want to clarify this as well. We do it responsibly. We have a bit of fun with it. And sometimes I do it as an omen because I wanted to see my guy get over. I felt like I needed some energy for the Melbourne Storm and my man Money to get over. So he gets over for 2. He gets over.
You did it with Adama Howe a few weeks ago. You just put
Adama Howe.
The ether.
He 4 games, he should have had 6 tries. Yeah. He couldn't get over the line. We do it. We put him in the multi. He scored fucking 4 tries in fucking 5 weeks. Yep. So there's a bit of fun with it. Yeah. There's some omens. I love a good omen.
Yeah.
And as long as you
don't pick wings, you don't pick the certainties. It's like you're having a crack.
Correct.
Decent.
If you want to come and have a little bit of fun with us week in, week out, you can get some jam every now and again. So there you go. All right. The reason I had the multi though was because of the mindset that I had with our chat last week, Mason. I'm just talking about what do they need to do? What are Melbourne not doing? It's not the set, play for play through, flood the middle, dictate terms. Harry did that at a high level. Yeah. Jerome flourished because of it. And so did Money.
a dangerous team when they just play like that. Well, it's still. I'm not giving up on the Storm. They've still got some players to come back. You get Xavier Coates back in there and a couple other little ones, couple of little back rows, some middles. They're going to be all right.
The back rows are important.
Yes. It's very important to their system, their defensive system. Yeah. That's what I keep saying.
Fluff on your head.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
The top 8 at the moment.
Yeah.
Everyone's sort of worthy of their spot. You could argue potentially except West Tigers. Love the Tigers, but
You're going to get us to throw out a crazy take with the Storm.
yeah, who because you've got the Broncos in 11, you got Raiders in 12, you got your Bulldogs, mate, 13th. It's tough to if you're going to say they're going to make the 8, then someone doesn't make the 8.
Oh, it's going to be hard. It's going to be fucking hard.
And this is where I got egg on my face last year. Because of the origin period and the start that they had, I thought there was no way Panthers could make the 8. They nearly made the top 4. It was unbelievable what they did. That's why I've been hesitant to say anything around the Storm, who are currently sitting 15th. But it is going to be a factor. Money's going to be playing Origin. Harry's going to be playing Origin. If and when Xavier Coates returns, he'll be straight back into Origin. You've got some 50-50s like probably Liero. He was a starter in Game 3 last year. Don't know what that looks like.
They'll have the 2 in there.
Because contextually, how chaotic the games are with the points, and we addressed that earlier. But then you look at the table and you're like, well, the best teams are still in the 8 right now.
I reckon the Storm, back to my top, my 4-man, they're the biggest ones who have lost because they lost Katoa and they lost Bloor for most of it. And a couple of middles like Nas, some OGs in the middle. So they had to replace them with guys that haven't played that much football. And their fucking 4-men have been rookies. And they're the ones who've been exploited the most.
I love Cooper Clark. Yeah, he's a middle.
He's a middle.
How good did he go yesterday?
And look how many times they get skinned, and they never get skinned on edges. The Melbourne Storm. That's why it's so important to have really good 4-men and middles, and they've lost that. And having Bloor back and then Lasati back.
Lasati's a gun.
They just cement those edges. They cement the edges, and it's such an important thing. It's like having a brick wall in between you, right? So, yeah, I think. Yeah, back to that, making the 8. Still, it's a lot harder than you think. You got to go on like an 8-game run.
Because even Parramatta and the Bulldogs are both on 8 points. You've got the bye in hand, it looks like. There's the top 8 is 12 points.
Injuries in Origin will determine.
Yeah. This is where the whole game.
I'll tell you.
It's the magic. Sorry, you get the magic round like we always break it down, right? We're like, okay, who the fuck is. Who's in it?
Yeah.
And then Origin, who the fuck survives Origin with no injuries in that? Then it's fucking do your best to the back end.
He's the top 4. I'm really confident in the top 4. They've got enough points on the board. They're playing good enough footy. Stylistically, everything about them screams top 8. Like, could they slip out of the top 4? Yes, but all the way out of the top 8? No. 5 all the way down to 15 is still up for grabs with the Melbourne Storm for 4 positions.
And if the Storm weren't that low, you wouldn't go that low either. Because that's the Titans on the same amount of points.
Correct. Yeah.
Which is crazy.
If it wasn't the Storm,
if it wasn't the Storm, then I would have finished it at the Bulldogs. Because the Bulldogs, I still think the Bulldogs can get their shit together.
Yep.
Eels are just too many injuries right now, and it's going to be too big of a gap, even though they were brave on the weekend.
There's 8 teams that don't make the 8.
Suafalongo, Cat 1, but the worst part of it is he could have a facial fracture as well. So that could be a big loss for them.
He's been their best all year.
We also have this is the part on the Tigers, man. Like at the start, 32-0 at halftime. I was really worried about the Tigers. I called the game last year down in Melbourne. It was 64, so they were right on track for something like that again. There are signs of improvement in the Tigers right now. They've got Dewey, Samuel Faunu, Terrell May was a late scratching with Dream Buller.
Just
probably
Dewey.
Missing a couple of more.
Just Dewey, what form he was in and the energy he was doing and everything that he was doing was just fucking gold. And then you miss him, it's like fucking takes a lot out.
They got back to 32-16 with 10 minutes to go. And I was like honestly looking at it going with the form, how streaky the Tigers are and where they are currently with the Melbourne Storm, I was like, fuck, this could get.
Then Money scored, eh?
Yeah. And then
Money scored that one?
I think he scored the second last try.
I was just like, ooh, okay, game over.
Yeah.
But they got some fight in them.
Yeah,
otherwise,
they do.
It would have been a 56-10 if that was the old Tigers. But they got some fucking terrible. I mean, Taylor May. What the fuck?
Oh, Taylor May. Yeah, Taylor May was awesome. Yeah.
How good was he? He's been great all year, but just everything, defense, attack, like he skinned whoever that centre was.
Yeah, they end up putting Joey Chan out there. They had to
poor
move
Joe
Manny.
Chan. Yeah, he had a decent game, but god damn, Taylor May's a problem. He's a problem, and for all the shit that he's been through, I know he's been through the last couple 18 months to get back on the football field and play to that sort of that level is awesome. I'm happy for him because we could have lost him.
I didn't realise Big Sam Waller is going to miss a shitload of footy as well. He, I think, really fucked up his foot. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He's out for like 12 weeks. I think it happened at the back end of the Raiders game.
Foot round 22.
No, who did they play last week? And they lost a game last week. Fuck.
Who did they play?
Week's a long time in footy.
Yeah, it's all jumbled into one. Oh, the Sharkies. Back end of the Sharkies game.
Right.
Oh, that's the reason I didn't see it because we were trying to get the visa done, so I didn't even notice it in that game. I didn't get a big deep dive into that game.
That's why I thought the Sharks were going to win against South because what they did to the Tigers.
All right, Panthers 30 defeat the Raiders 18. This is by far the most competitive game that we'd seen in a while. What were you looking at?
No, we're 3 hours.
We just hit 3 hours.
Far out.
I thought it was the quickest one.
Two really good teams. Nathan's Cleary's blueprint was all over this. Again, going back to my point early on in the show, it doesn't matter what shape you're in. Isaiah Yeo and Nathan Cleary, because they're proper footy heads, because they watch footy like they do, because they see trends before anyone else. Yeah, they've got a great roster. They've got great coaching in with Ivan, and that's a huge advantage when you've got a coach and the son so in sync. But they're a level above everyone right now. Yep. Everyone's chasing them. Can you beat them? Yeah, but you're going to be fucking pretty close to perfect because the Raiders and the Panthers was something ridiculous. I think they were like
20 for 20
90%.
and 18. And no, at halftime, 20 for 20, the Raiders were, and Panthers were 18 from 18.
Yeah,
both 100%.
But deep into like 65 minutes, it was like 90%.
And then it just went fucking dog shit by the end of the game.
And they were playing footy. Yeah. And I was like, it wasn't like they were tucking the fucking ball under their wing. And mate, they laid offloads, passes at the line.
This is a high-quality game. High-quality game. And the Raiders were there. They were there.
Yeah.
It's just fucking but they had to work for every try. Every try the Raiders scored was outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding. But when Panthers put it on, it was just boom, 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 boom. Blaze Talangi, hands, Cleary, bang. They just get on these rolls, man. They're hard to stop.
Yeah.
Very hard to stop. And you're going up against a Raiders team who were there. They turned up.
They invite you into their style of game. They play the game the way it should be played.
Yep.
But they've also got the ability to pull the trigger and identify, get cues. Once they get a cue, once they see someone that shouldn't be there.
Their OBs are outstanding too.
Yeah.
Leota was outstanding.
Yeah.
Leota, like just those beautiful runs, offload, just Dylan Edwards, like he was probably their best forward. He was the best forward on the field.
Statistically, he's never been a player that blows you away, Moses, but fuck, he's so important. Some of the shit that he does, even like the kick pressures and the kick chase that he does for a big boy. A lot of front rolls and that.
I love that, mate. And that's he's probably one of the most respected forward in that team.
Yeah.
They love him because of the work that he had to do to get to where he's at.
Because front rowers they conserve energy to get down there in the second tackle so they can get their meters. Moses is happy to have a fucking 10 carry game for 80 meters, but bash the fuck out of the opposition middles, do all the little things right. That's why they're fucking.
When those runs they were just needed on the back foot and then bang straight in between A and B.
Takes the toughest carries.
Just fucking tough carry straight between, then bang, nice little offload. Did that twice.
Interesting with Origin around the corner. I love, and I don't want to sound like a hypocrite again because I talked about how much I loved Webby petitioning for his players, but equally because he deserves it, Ivan, Love how hard he went for Dylan Edwards because he's currently in a battle right now with Dylan Edwards and James Tedesco. But and I think it's just a maturity thing and making sure that these young players don't get too far ahead of themselves. He just hasn't shown Casey McLean any support yet. And he's just like, he's, not ready. He still needs to develop. I find that super interesting, but I also, again, going back to my point, I'm never going to question the fucking 4-time premiership winner. Yeah. He works with them week in, week out. I think I was thinking about it as I was driving in watching the presser. Webby's trying to create a culture and he's trying to, what's the word?
More origin players, attract talent.
Yeah, that and he's trying to change the narrative.
So he's trying to prolong careers.
He's trying to build the club up, right? It's important that he knows that these players feel like there's confidence. Ivan's already got that. I think his part is managing expectations.
Yes, yeah.
On the flip side, Casey McLean killed it for New Zealand on debut. Heaps of tries, been dominant, started the season on fire. Everyone talking about him and Milky Jenkins. Now he's trying to temper their expectations and make sure that as young players, they don't get too far ahead of themselves. Yeah. So I understand both.
No, I like it. I know exactly where they are.
Yeah, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Would he have a conversation with him?
McLean?
For sure he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be just thinking, just concentrate on. It'd be just simply concentrate on club football. That'll get you on the rep scene.
And also, here's the thing that plays when your franchise, when you've got the runs on the board like you do from Ivan, and the franchise is run so well with leadership, he might not even have to. And Casey might not even need it. He can hear that and just be a young kid and go, all right, sweet. I know
he knows he's next man up.
I need to get after
he's just like, fuck, if they pick me, they pick me. I'm ready. I can play. If not, I'm going to get your spot anyway. I think he rolls like that.
Yeah.
Fucking Ethan Strange.
Strangey. Strangey's going to be part of your 19?
He's got to be. If it wasn't for Moses and Cleary, I'd be starting him at 6. If there was an injury, he'd be starting 6 for me. He suits that game. He suits that game. He's an origin player, mate. You could just see it. It's fucking aggressive. See how aggressive he was yesterday with his runs? Defensively, you can't get around him. Yeah, he's New South Wales is in good hands with that young kid.
Teams on. I love what Ricky said about Sanders and Strange. He goes, you can't coach Ethan Sanders and Ethan Strange into what to expect when you're going in these battles. He said that they need to play games like this against the caliber of Nathan. Yeah. Watch what he says to his teammates. Watch the way he interacts. Try to defend it and figure out yourself what it takes to be an elite player like Nathan. Huge rap.
That's exactly.
And 100%.
And they went at it. They held their own. They were good.
They did.
They were good. Sanders was good. He's getting better every week. It's a good game.
Origin teams on Thursday.
Yep. Tune in.
Magic round this weekend. See you on Thursday.
Chances are you're about to lose. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.